BreakFace. All right, welcome to episode 6 of BreakFace. We came off a pretty successful week last week. Had some good guests.
Oh, yeah, they're badass.
What? We have more guests.
Yeah. They ain't all beardy this time.
Yeah, they're not pretty.
Oh, come on.
They're pretty. They're
trying.
pretty, but they're not man
They're
pretty.
not man gorgeous.
We had some...
We'll get to the beard.
Watch episode
later.
5. You'll see. Love those guys. We had a good time with them, and they are, though. They're man pretty. There's no getting around it.
So not like Pretty Ricky over here, though. I'm just... He wears girl jeans.
I do wear
Poi poi.
So in the studio today we have Andy and
He's
Brittney,
already
who is sole owner of Valor Construction, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the deal? Are you guys just building them? Are you the actual contractor?
Wait, building what?
Yeah.
You kind of skipped over.
Well,
they own construction and they build.
Yeah, you're right. That was stupid. I'm sorry. I'm not thinking. You know why? Because I got like 50 questions and
He's been chomping at the bit. I admit I am not prepared at all.
Oh, that's fine.
No.
I saw your Facebook page and went, sweet, and that was about it. So,
Okay, cool.
full disclosure.
Oh, do you want to
Love
hit
you guys.
Do you want to hit the switch?
What's the switch?
The sound switch.
Uh-oh.
Can we start over? Hit the switch on your heater.
Oh.
We'll start over. How about that? It's
No, just keep it. Just keep it.
Keep it.
Keep
We're
it.
not starting over.
Yeah.
We're not quitters.
We fuck editing.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's not edit anything this time. Because we've never edited before. Like how we feel about certain political figures.
Hey, it's America, right?
It is
It is America.
It's amazing.
Country great.
It's
That's
amazing.
right. You can say what you want as long
When
as
you
it's,
want.
as long as it's not
About
against
whoever you want.
the president and with projectiles. You can't talk like that because in helicopters and people sliding from the ropes and the bang
Dude,
bang.
I'm telling you what, I would be super fucking excited if a Black Hawk was hovering over my house.
Did you just say you'd be super excited if a black cock was hovering over your house?
A Black Hawk
Okay.
helicopter, not a black cock porn star,
So speaking
which would
of-
be equally badass. Just saying.
I'm just gonna...
Oh,
Okay, we're done. We're done.
Totally inappropriate,
okay.
Brittany.
Sorry.
So we're here with Andy and Brittney
Yes.
from Valor Construction, and you guys do some pretty great things. You own your own construction company, and why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do as this construction company?
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Why am I the talker?
No, you are. But you better put.
So you're
Okay,
the
yes.
looks and the brains.
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, so what we're doing
No
is...
offense, Andy, you ugly bastard.
I didn't say
care.
he was
Dude,
ugly.
I know,
beautiful.
I don't care.
What we're doing is we're doing a 2-phase event in Wasilla, Matsu-Borough areas where we're trying to focus. And the reason we're focusing there is because that's our playground, right? That's where we work, it's where we live, and that's the community that we're going to raise our children in. We want to preserve it and make sure that it's continuously evolving to be a better place instead of rapidly declining like surrounding areas. So we also have a huge military population. There's just over 80,000 veterans and active duty, just veterans in Alaska right now. That's not inclusive of active duty military that's on J-Bear or Eielson or up in Clear. It's just the veterans.
Right.
So there's this terrible stigmatism that like these guys get out, and usually it's the 4 to 6 years. You know, they get in from their enlistment, and they're usually, just to say it, they're usually escaping mom and dad and their family and their tie downs,
Sure.
and they just want to get away, right?
That's what I did.
A lot of them just
Not
jump
really.
ship and go into the military. so at the end of 4
Fuck
or
this.
6 years,
I'm out. I get away from mom and dad, and I get to blow shit up.
yes.
Bye, bitches. I'm out.
So that's kind of what happens. But then they hit their, they just hit 21. They're still in the military. 22, 23 rolls around, and they're like, oh, we got to get out. There's something better than this. I'm not going to be in the military my whole life.
Deuces.
Man, Alaska's like the worst place for them to get out. And I'm not saying that because Alaska's not a great state.
It's cold. It's too cold.
Economically, it's insane, right?
Yeah,
These guys come up from the lower 48 paying pennies for the dollar on houses.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
you
wait a
come up
second.
here.
Is for the veterans and stuff? Is their housing? They get a housing allowance from the government.
They
Did
do,
get it?
while
Okay.
they're active.
Okay, but not so after
as
they're
their
done.
veterans.
They're done. They do
Done.
don't. So there's no help housing wise from the government.
No, and that's the thing is like these guys are so used to getting BAH. They're so used to
Sure.
getting COLA. you're getting almost $3,000 taken right out from underneath of you as soon as you discharge out of the military. All of a sudden, you're not paying your rent with BH anymore. You got to make some money, and you better hope that you have another term of contract enlistment of some sort of employment, or you're not getting to use your VA loan. They won't give it to you.
Yeah, they won't give you a house.
Yeah,
to
so
buy.
Wait a second. So
Because you can't afford it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
you don't have guaranteed employment, so they won't give you the VA loan.
Okay.
So Andy and I lived through this, and this is why we started the company, right? So it's not just we found a market, we're gonna ride it out. That's not what this is. We lived through this, and it was a living hell, and it sucked.
wait, so you got out of the military,
Yes.
and afterwards you didn't have employment, and so it was hard for you guys to.
There's a bit of a story behind it. So Andy was stationed at Ellsworth, South Dakota, Ellsworth Air Force Base, South Dakota, and we were planning on coming back. And I jumped ship. I came up here in November thinking he was going to be soon after following me. Political crap happens. He can't leave until the exact end of his enlistment, and he's just going to get his leave paid back to him. So I start working. I start working at Wolf Architecture out in Palmer. Great guys. Absolutely love them. Champion them all the way. And
Plug that shit. Yeah.
Dude, seriously, like Gary and Jason and Chris, I seriously, I love those guys. I love them to death. They're my mentors. I love them. So, and that's why I'm here today, is because of people like them. But so I started working at Wolf Architecture. I come up and Andy's like, well, you're working. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to take advantage of what I earned in the military.
GI Bill.
Yeah, I was like, hell yeah, go get your education that you just earned. 2 deployments later, Iraq and Afghanistan, take a break, stay with our baby, be a daddy, and go to school. Like,
It's pretty legit.
was fully supportive of that.
Well, yeah.
I would love to do the stay-at-home.
How much
dad thing,
how much
man.
gaming did you get done, sir? Shit tons.
A lot.
What's your prestige level? You know,
Let him go.
I maxed out.
Call of Duty, baby.
4 times.
Yes.
But it was awesome because, I mean, like, okay, so yeah, he goofed off, and I get that. But I felt that he needed that freedom. I mean, literally.
I went to school too.
It was right out of 6 being an older brother to 6 younger brothers and sisters, right into the military, right into Iraq, right into Afghanistan. Bam, we had a baby. Okay, he's going to get out. Better ship all our shit to Alaska. So I come back, all our stuff's sitting there in a Connex. I'm living with my dad because I thought, we'll save some money. It's a terrible idea. Don't move in with family. Don't ever move in with family.
Yeah, it's
ever
rough.
again.
I had to do it.
Oh, it's rough.
Oil field dried up, and
Yep.
I had to move in with my mother. Well, actually, I moved in with my mother-in-law.
And actually, this is his mother-in-law's house right now.
Oh.
No, I'm just joking.
I wish I wouldn't be paying for the damn thing. I actually got a job out of state, so we thought it would be a good idea to move my wife in. So while I was gone for 3 months at a time, well, my job lasted 3 months, and then there we are, boom, at my mom's house. So.
Yeah, so you get it,
I
right?
understand
Like,
that. You don't want to live with your parents, but sometimes, what are you going to do?
especially when you have kids, right?
Yeah.
We had this young baby.
Oh, yeah, we didn't have that burden.
Oh,
No,
God.
well, actually, we did, but we didn't. It's a long story. Continue yours.
Your kids sound like such burdens.
Oh, they're terrible. But no, I mean, like, actually, kids are
I
very
didn't have a newborn
financially
baby. Let's put it that
strapping.
way. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're buying diapers, you're buying formula. If you're not any sort of on-state assistance, that is expensive,
For sure.
right? So here we are, completely self-supporting our family, and we're doing great. And all of a sudden, we're like, okay, well, we're going to get a house now, right? We've moved out of dad's. We've been living in an apartment, and we're like, we're done, right?
But we started looking.
No more apartment
right
living.
when we got back.
Yeah, and
Technically.
the banks were just the banks were complete assholes. They were like, no way, you're not getting more than $40,000, and it's no way. And
40 grand for a place to live.
You aren't. Yeah.
it was
What are you, a cardboard box on
ridiculous.
4th?
Yeah, you gonna build a Connex house? I mean, those are kind of cool
it was.
and shit.
I
but
think it was like
It was low.
like 85, but
Yeah.
still, that's still a
It
shack.
Still,
It's hard.
85. That's an insult, especially for military.
and first-time
someone
home
who's-
buyers.
Exactly.
Right?
So you guys couldn't get an FHA through them? Wait,
Well,
but you guys weren't working at the time, right?
I was.
You were.
Yeah.
I was going
What
to
was?
school.
Do you mind me asking me what your income was at the time?
No, I was probably at about $45,000 a year, so I was low, but no debt. We literally had no debt whatsoever. No credit cards, no student loans, no debt.
Oh, you didn't
whatsoever.
have credit either, right?
But
We
well,
did.
it doesn't matter with the VA loan.
Oh,
VA
that's
loans
right.
come with entitlements.
That's
and
right.
The VA backs it, so you don't have to worry about any of that. But even off the house that we live in right now, when this all finished out, was just financed off my Wolf income. So at that point, we were able to obtain a $175,000 loan off my Wolf income because finally we found a loophole, which I'll get to.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are, sucking it up in this apartment, and it's
Stick it to the man.
so it sucks. And
it's a law thing. Oh, I was thinking of a totally
Oh,
different
me
loophole,
too.
bro. Totally different loophole.
Oh.
This is the first female guest we had. I should probably.
No, you should probably.
No, I'm gonna just elevate it.
Yeah,
Elevate it.
just-
all right.
She's probably more vulgar than some of the guys you've had on.
Dick, cock, poop, vagina.
Damn, babe. Thank you for expressing how ladylike I really am.
No, you are.
Yeah, it's all right. There's
I'm very
nothing wrong with
classy.
that.
Yes.
There, you know, I think ladies are even more classy when they can use fuck in every single situation. You know what I mean?
It's like a comma.
Fuck you, fuck this, fuck that.
And make
Oh,
it
fucking
appropriate.
A. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I'd classify that as class though.
Shut up, Ricky.
Well, your idea of class and mine are just a bit different.
I guess so.
A little bit different on the Richter scale.
She's
The
a lady.
Richter scale.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's all talking bad like she's gonna cuss and stuff, and she. Yeah.
I'm being super professional right now.
That is
All
really
right,
good.
so-
you got somebody to
It's
represent.
because it's because I'm wearing my logo.
Keep
so
keep
I'm
your
gonna-
professionalism
Yes,
going
okay.
for the story.
You were
but
right.
after
For
that,
the story.
out the
Okay.
win-
It's gone. It's gone.
It's
Okay.
fucking cray time.
All right. So
So back to the story.
living in an apartment really sucks. Where we have one kid already. She's 18 months old, and then like the second love of my life comes around. Right, where it's like, oh my god, we're having another baby.
Oh, okay.
And it was like
I was like, dang, Andy, ain't protecting the house, bro.
wrong place, wrong time, wrong everything.
The mailman.
And then it was like, but if you see the kids, they're identical. It's scary. These kids, they're like our
Oh, yeah.
kids
They're
are
twins.
identical.
So they're yours.
So they both look like you.
It's bad. Well, actually,
They do.
They're toe
No, they don't
heads.
look like
They're-
me at all.
They're
There,
total
see, so
toe
they could be
heads.
anybody's.
Exactly.
They could, yeah. My genes are strong. So.
But they look like
But they're
my
yours.
sister. It's weird. I'm dead serious.
That's
It's like
disgusting.
skipped
And
over
they
you
were
and went
babies.
straight to the
yeah,
girl.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird.
I'm sorry. So you had two
Anyways,
girls,
yeah.
kids.
Yeah, okay, so we find out we're having our second
girl
baby.
kids.
And Andy's still going to school, but he's hating it, obviously, and I'm like sorry to throw that out there, but he's hating it. Like he doesn't like the people in
blame
it.
you.
School sucks.
He's 23 and he's going to school with all these like 18-year-olds, and it's like really like you feel out of place. You don't want to be there. They treat you like they're stupid. So Andy's like, I got to get a job. But I don't want to do police work. I don't want to do what I did in the military. A lot of guys go through that. They have this resentment with the job that they did in the military.
Sure.
They want to get out and not do the same thing.
Yeah,
But-
it seems to be like the big thing. Oh, I was in the military. I'll get a job with the troopers.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of a.
It's a
And
direct
most of those
lateral.
guys, they weren't military police. They were something like a door kicker. So
Right.
So it was that was their thing.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Right.
They wanted to do something new, and that's new to them. So
Yeah.
I agree with that. So
But you didn't want that.
no, I didn't want that.
He didn't want that. So, but I mean, like he fell into a really cool position. So he was able to be civilian contracted, but still keep his military benefits. He's still got his thrift savings plan. He's
Who
still
was
got
that through?
COLA. Department of Defense.
Oh.
Yeah, I worked on base as a civilian.
Oh, you're hardcore.
So it was way cool because
Still taking that government cheese.
Yeah,
though.
man. Slice.
well, he's just transitioning, but we'll get to that.
Yeah,
So
not anymore.
It was a really good opportunity for him and for us, childcare wise. His schedule was awesome. I was able to still work full time even after having a baby. It was awesome. That's the family, lifestyle we chose. 2 working parents, about our lifestyle for the kids. And it really, in my opinion, makes you appreciate time with your children more because it's lessened. Both of you are working, but it makes you focus on the family more. And some people say that it's a bad thing, but we make it work in our family, and I think it's great. So we were both able to maintain our jobs, but we had already started this house building business, and everyone told us no, Hall Homes, no, Spinell, no. That other guy that builds halfway houses, not halfway, ooh, that sounded bad. Half finished houses is what I meant.
That's a huge difference.
Fucking halfway
That's a huge
houses.
difference.
Fuck you.
Halfway houses.
Bums.
It was Steve
Get a
Orr.
job.
Yeah, it was Steve Orr, and he did want to work with us. Steve did. He had good intentions, but he was still a little bit, oh, maybe you don't want that, maybe you don't want that lot. And this is just our personal experience with these guys. I'm just speaking what we experienced, not saying that they're bad people. But we finally met a private contractor who actually went to church with. And he was like, no, man, I can help you. Come meet with me. Get me some floor plans of what you're looking for. We can do this. So we meet with him, and he's great. He's on it, and he's like, okay, tell me what you want. Tell me what you're pre-approved for. Go through this bank, and we'll show you guys what to do. So we found this cool bank that's in the lower 48 that really helps people, which I'm not going to say because that's part of my
Screw you, bank down in the
proprietary-
States. Oh, that's
It's proprietary
I get you.
information.
I get
Yeah,
you.
so
I get you.
top
I get you.
secret.
You don't want anybody else.
Stealing my cheese, right?
Okay.
So,
All
yeah.
So
Yeah, greedy mouse.
But if you're smart enough, you can do it. Because Andy and I did it. It's just people don't do these things because
So-
they think they're confined to Alaska.
So let me rewind. So
Sure.
you guys started out with the same problem you're trying to help other people out with.
Exactly.
Yes.
Are you guys okay? I'm sorry. I'm jumping. No, I'm jumping.
I'm jumping.
I'm jumping. So
okay,
sorry.
so
Go on the story.
I'll fast forward our story. So short story, or long story short, we go ahead.
Don't shorten it too much because I'm actually interested in your
in my
path
endeavor.
Here.
So obviously I was working at Wolf Architecture, right? I had the means to be able to confer with these registered architects and. Like, not to say designers aren't good, right? Because that's what I'm doing right now is working as a designer.
Mm-hmm.
But, and I have so much respect for architects, like I said, for like Gary and Jason and Chris. Like, it's a lot to become an architect.
Chris
and it's
isn't
a lot.
an architect.
He's not anymore. He used to be.
Okay.
It's a lot, and you take the responsibility of stamping the drawings, right? So I will never ever say or
They don't
claim
get paid
to
very
be
well, though.
an architect.
I went to school for architecture, and it got boring. I was like, you know what, Dad? Where's the 3D modeling and all that cool shit?
Yeah. There's tons
You got to
of cool
get into
stuff.
design,
Exactly.
engineering.
You got to be a designer.
Yeah, well,
so,
School
anyways,
wasn't for me.
So I
Yeah.
had all this at my disposal, and I used it. And Jason was awesome. He was an energy auditor, so we actually worked a geothermal system into our house, and that's how we
Holy
heat
crap.
our house.
Oh, that's the shit.
Oh, it is the coolest thing ever.
Wait, okay.
The
So at this
installation
point-
was death, but it's cool.
So are you
yeah.
still? Are you
serious.
Are you guys still
In the
paying
house?
for all the extra?
Oh no, let me tell you.
Okay,
Yeah.
because you guys are saying all this
Oh.
cool stuff that's coming into it, and I'm like, oh my god, you guys have what $60,000 to work with, or whatever, $80,000?
Oh no, so we got pre-approved for. It was actually with just my income alone, we ended up getting pre-approved for 180 going through this bank that we went through because they were like, oh, what is
doubled it.
This bank that no one knows about unless you do research.
Right.
You fucking stupid asses.
Yes, so
It's called Google, bitches.
Google.
pretty much that's what I used. It was Google. So we met up with this
You
guy.
just gave it away.
Everyone knows.
No, I don't think so.
Google backed me. They gave me 1.8 million.
Google gave me my loan. Okay, let's pause
We don't
right there.
use Ask Jeeves anymore.
Whoa, what?
What is that?
Did you guys hear about the guy?
Ask fucking Jeeves. Holy shit.
Well,
Holy shit.
dude, I don't think
I haven't heard that in.
I know years. Holy crap!
I never used it when it was popular.
I know.
Oh my god.
Browsing on Netscape.
Right?
Next.
Oh, God.
Some AOL.
Fuck, I feel old. Oh my god.
There's kids on the other line going, "What are you talking about, Daddy?"
What does that mean? What is?
Google Netscape?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
But
Slow.
somebody bought Google. Did you guys see that? The domain came up. Dude was just joking around. He bought Google's domain. And then Google
For
bought
about
it.
a minute.
And it was for like 2 minutes or $2.56 or something. They bought the Google domain.
This is recently.
No, yeah.
Google bought it back for $25,000.
What?
Well, it was like I think it was
I went-
more along the lines of 10 grand. But I would have told him,
No.
fuck no, $1 million right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah,
Two.
I own your domain.
Yeah,
So
$2 million.
$2 million. That's what I would have
No,
said.
you know what?
Wait. Can you imagine going to Google
want-
to find out something important like where strippers live, and fucking it's this,
You bring it back to strippers.
and it's this fucking weird dude's site, and he's just
A live video stream of him like taking a bong hit or something.
exactly. He's just sitting in his living room. I like Cheetos.
No.
I'm picking my belly button right now. You can't see it.
Get in
Drinking his
there.
Mountain Dew.
It's always strippers and black cocks with you. I don't understand what the deal is.
I
Always
even
comes
got
back
it
to
in.
where they-
Orange dicks.
What are you talking about? Orange?
Cheetos, man. You eat fucking Cheetos
Oh.
and then you masturbate. What happens?
Oh my god. Oh fuck.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Doc, I don't get it. My semen's orange. I don't understand.
I think I got an infection. It stings. It stings. Pulls to the right.
So strippers, black cock, masturbation. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. So
Out of the way within 10 minutes. You're good. That was good.
it takes us way too long to get somebody
Yeah.
to
Tell their story.
To tell their story, and it doesn't help that she rambles on about whatever. I
Hey.
don't even know what she talked about for the first
know-
5
you know,
minutes. But
this-
And you're the jackass that invited me on. Like seriously.
yeah, because I'm really interested. No,
We are-
I
we
am.
are.
and-
So-
Okay, good.
no,
Yeah.
no, but
I'll stop
yeah.
talking about masturbation.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I know, did I just
Just
ruin
throw
it?
it in
I'm
there.
sorry.
No.
Totally. Throw in a joke every time.
No,
Like,
I
it's
just-
good. It gets good that way.
I just want to.
I like
Spank the
building the I like building the climax, so that's good. Like
The Tourette's Strike Back.
Tourette's.
Episode 2. Check it out on YouTube. And
God.
continue.
So it wasn't the Tourette's guy reading the green eggs and ham.
Yes, it was.
Oh my god. Was that not the greatest?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, we showcased it. We had a whole show
I
about
will
him.
not say my fucking shit.
I will not eat greens and hams. Gak, shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh, that
So,
guy is beautiful.
what
I
about
ripped my
the guy-
headphones off. That was so funny.
What about the guy with cerebral palsy? So this dude trolls him hard on YouTube. He's doing a workout video. Some dickbag gets in the comments and is like, "Hey, do a treadmill video." Dude's in a fucking wheelchair. So he does it.
He's on his wheelchair, right?
No, he gets out of his wheelchair
Oh, no,
and
no,
just
I've
uses
seen
his
that.
upper body.
Oh my!
Totally trolls him right back. It's like, high five, dude. I want to buy you a beer. That was fucking awesome.
Dude, I'm
I've
so
seen-
glad
I've
we
seen
pulled
that.
this mic away from her face.
I know.
You might need to pull that one back too. He's peeking like a mother.
I know. You looking at the levels back
I
here?
dude, I was like, oh my god.
Check it out, America.
off the levels, dear guy.
Look behind them. You'll see the levels right there. Yeah,
What?
right there.
She's peeking.
It's like, right there, you jackass.
Look right behind you.
He's like, I don't know what that is.
It's part of our. It's part of
I don't
our
know what that
charm.
is.
We show you the levels of our show, and we have
We
this
totally got
logo.
off subject
Oh,
for
so
crying
we
out
should-
loud.
You
This is
know,
how
it's
classy
okay.
we
We're
are.
coming
I know,
back.
I know,
We're
I know.
Okay.
I need
know.
you to breathe.
But I got so many questions I want to ask.
Okay.
Okay, back
That's
to the story.
true,
back
you
to the story.
do.
Okay, so
48. I've been keeping track.
Yes. Okay, we get this home loan, but the cool thing is we get to be hands-on because it decreases our costs, right? So he's like, okay, draft me up the plans, do a geothermal. I'm gonna do your structural and finishes, your plumbing, your mechanical, your electrical, and you're good. So we end up building this house, and we close at $170,000. But you have to get it appraised, right, before you can buy it from the bank.
I'm burping. That's not my fault. Sorry, go
So
ahead.
you have to get appraised, and we turned around. We got it appraised at just a street value. They didn't go in and see the cool concrete countertops and walk-in shower and custom flooring. They didn't see any of that. They just drove by and they're like, "Oh, okay, $225,000."
So
That.
yeah, they
It's like 240.
Well, here's the thing. So I was like, "No, you didn't see the inside of my house. Come appraise my damn house." And she's like, "Well, we don't have time. Just tell
You do have
me.
time.
Yeah,
Just
make
tell
time,
me
please.
about it."
Tell him you got alcohol.
What's
in
terrible?
there,
What's terrible about
Right?
appraisal?
Or meth,
I used to
that's
work
Marcella.
work for an appraiser. Is they'll come in and they'll look at all the custom shit you have,
Don't even give a shit.
but they're basing it on the value of homes that are
In the
comparable
area.
Oh,
to
we'll
yours.
get to
Right.
that.
Okay.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Okay, keep going.
So we ended
47.
up right.
Answer my question.
So I called the lady up and I'm like, no, absolutely not. Come back out here, do it right. She didn't. I just gave her the deal and she's like, okay, well, $255,000. Just freaking sweet,
Is she
right?
just pulling numbers up for you?
Well, no,
Yeah.
because it was actual like, okay, well, if you have concrete countertops, this is how much it costs. We'll add that up. If you have a walk-in shower, this is how much it costs. We'll add that up. Oh, granite countertops in the bathroom. We'll add that up. So she started actually doing comparables to the actual material and labor costs.
Your
is what
home
she
sounds
did.
amazing. I
It
haven't even
does.
seen it. Concrete counters.
It was a
Insane.
lot of work and
Keep talking. This is like
oh, it's beautiful.
fucking real estate porn for me. Go.
Yes, it's good. So
I want to hear him talk about it eventually, though.
He'll
Wink,
get
huh?
there.
Big guy?
Yeah.
Gotta let her finish the story. You know?
Yes. He's learned very well not to interrupt me, so it's good. No, I'm just kidding.
Just like any woman, let her finish.
Right? Da-da-da-da-da.
I'm done in 2 seconds. Man,
I don't have that
45
kind of
minutes.
fucking stamina. honey.
Yeah,
I'm
come
sorry.
on. My back's starting to hurt there, lady.
Continue your story. I'm sorry I keep throwing it off.
I can't continue. I have to say something. Have you guys seen that monkey video where like the girl monkeys are like petting his dick?
Yes. Yes, I have.
I haven't seen
Oh
that
my
one.
gosh.
When you promise your wife round 2, but you just can't do it, and this monkey's just sitting there staring at his penis. Stabbing his dick.
You haven't seen that?
I don't think I have. We need to.
You got Google.
Oh my
Put
God.
a link. Put a link to that
It
shit
is
too. What is
hilarious.
it? Monkey wants seconds.
Just type in monkey slapping other monkey.
Monkey slapping
It's hilarious. It is
dicks.
hilarious.
Another monkey. There we go.
Yeah, I told you.
Don't Google that. You're gonna come with some bad shit.
Apparently, he's Googled it before.
Can't Google
Like
anything
blue
like
waffle?
that.
Google,
Oh,
hey,
God.
Google auto finishes shit. I've never looked up monkeys masturbation.
We had this problem last time with balls.
Oh, like the run on about balls?
Balla.
Oh.
Balla, remember?
Yeah.
Yes, there's a
Balla,
type in
balla.
Balla.
Okay.
Oh God. Okay. So I'm gonna continue. So we get it appraised from the outside in,
which one
and at that point we move in and we're like, we got something here, right? Like we can do this. We can build homes at 50 to 60% of the cost of the appraised value of what we can sell them for. Why keep this a secret? You know, like, oh my gosh, I can't.
Well, but
I can't even right now.
I'm just gonna
I
look
can't
up.
even.
hey,
Oh
hey,
my God.
hey, trying to hear a story here.
Right, Ricky gives a shit. Titty.
Maybe we'll just
So
talk.
do I. It's
Maybe
not
we'll
about
just talk
you.
about.
Talk about some fucking veterans already.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah,
So-
man. This. Okay, go ahead.
Douchebag.
I'm totally joking. I care about your feelings.
You sound like a typical man right now. Right back to the computer. I care about your feelings, babe.
Care about your feelings, but I'm looking up porn. Can you just fucking... It's monkey porn.
Can you quiet it down a little bit? I'm trying to jack off here. So, oh my god, you should probably edit this.
No, this is not getting edited out.
Okay, all
Don't worry,
right.
nobody watches it.
Right, that's a good thing. But they'll go back. Like once we both
I'm
get
loving the
famous,
banter.
it's gonna be terrible. So okay, so anyways, we're like, why keep this to ourselves? We can help so many people in this avenue. And Andy and I moved in. We had our second child 5 days after we moved into the house. We closed, moved in, boxes everywhere, water breaks, to the hospital.
Oh my god.
It was so cool.
Sounds like my
so
Christmas.
Cool. So it's like we go there, we welcome this baby. It's awesome, brand new house. I couldn't want anything more, but it's like shit. Like here reality comes. I gotta go back to work. So
Found it.
turn it around.
Oh,
I've
no.
seen it. I've seen it.
Oh, no.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
I can't. Here we go. He is out. Come on, baby. Viagra only lasts so long. She's pinching its ball. Like, come on. If I pinch your nut, now she's pointing at her backside. Hey,
Right here.
give me some of that.
Oh my god.
Oh, please put a link to this. Please.
Okay, we'll put a link to it.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
You're almost.
I'm almost there. I'm almost to the good part. I'm almost there.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Dude, it's like pulling teeth.
It's totally pulling teeth. So okay, so actually I start working in Anchorage, which is a little different because I've never commuted before, and our time baby gets dramatically decreased. So we have this idea. We're like, oh, this is a great idea. How do we do this? And I'm like, well, I don't want to make money off this. I want to help people. We're gonna do it in a nonprofit basis. So I file my paperwork for the 501c3, and we'll take a break.
I gotta breathe. No, keep talking.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
So we file our paperwork, and mind you, this is the scandal that's going on with the IRS right now. There's a huge scandal. IRS or nonprofit sector isn't approving anybody that has anything to do with veterans, anything to do with Republicans. Do you guys remember that like 2 years ago?
I vaguely remember that, yes.
There was a scandal with the IRS. They were just putting the Tea Party's crap to the side and approving everything else. Punching it through.
See, all my friends who like all of a sudden turn Democrat and vote for Bernie and all them bastards.
don't do
You guys are
it.
retards.
You like
Yeah.
socialism?
Yeah.
Idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Dude,
anyways,
people freaking die trying to leave that shit. You guys want to bring it here?
Yeah.
Fine, dude.
Fucking
You're
ridiculous.
an idiot. You're an idiot.
Hey, welcome to America. It's like where you left.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what? If this country was just more like over there. Go over there.
Hey,
leave us alone.
Oh, you just opened up a fucking...
Oh, my
They
God.
come over here and they create their own little fucking communities, and we're like, oh, that's cool. Wait, if you left your country because it was so fucking terrible, why do you want to recreate it here, you fucking idiots?
Right.
when I turn around and show everybody my hoodie, we're going to get to that subject.
Scoop
Thank
the
you,
sand-
yeah, because we're talking about veterans who fought and died for this fucking soil
Bam.
you're standing
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
So
America.
fuck you.
Yeah, scoop the sand back up in your turban and take it back to your own land, you bastard. Sorry. I
No,
shouldn't
you
have.
guys are
And
good.
we're
You're
back to
spot
normal.
on, and it's the fire that we need because we started seeing. I started reading on some statistics, which I should have never done because women have this huge pit of nurturing. Right? We see a baby that needs help, and we want to help it. We see a puppy on the side of the road, we bring it home. Right?
Nope.
It's bad. So
do.
we have this nurturing effect. So
Oops.
I start.
So,
And I'm the
on.
puppy, yeah, but the baby, not your fucking problem. It really isn't.
It really isn't.
It really isn't.
And he's like, "Shut up." So
I hate those puppy.
If it's just some
baby
rando
commercials.
baby, I'm sorry. If it's a baby that
when was the last time you were driving down the street and saw a baby walking down the road?
Exactly.
oh my gosh, guys, don't get me. Oh,
Okay,
I'm gonna
stop.
cry.
I've seen
Don't
it
get me
overseas.
started.
Full
over there you
disclosure,
have.
dude, babies can't walk.
So what
Crawl,
about
roll.
there was
flop
a baby
around.
wrapped in sheets and towels left in a park in Anchorage.
See, that's sick.
Now you
And-
take the baby somewhere else,
Like
to
to a
get
hospital.
taken care of, to a hospital.
Exactly, because we have the free surrender program here.
But what I'm talking about is, it's like, oh, there's a baby in need. I've got to help it.
No.
All
it's a
the way
woman thing.
through.
I really think it's a woman
No.
thing.
What she's, I don't know what she's talking about, like
The woman
financially, or
nurturing
the woman, and I understand that because my wife would be the same way.
Yeah.
So would any other woman.
Do you want a puppy?
Except for Hillary.
Nope. Except for you're right. Except for Hillary, she'd probably roll that thing back into the ditch.
in flour.
Go free,
fry
baby.
it.
Go free.
Fucking psycho.
And she say it was all over a YouTube video.
Yeah, she would.
That's true. Ooh, smoking fire, baby. Good.
Sick.
Now I like black dicks, masturbation, strippers, and
Andy Jurassic.
leaving babies on the side of a street.
You're a horrible person.
I am just batting 1,000.
You are, yeah. You're going downhill
All right,
quick.
so
Okay, so back to it. My heartstrings.
Andy's like, we only have like 20 minutes left and we have to go.
My heartstrings
No,
are pulled, right? So I'm like, okay, babe, we gotta help people. We gotta help people. And he's like, stop it. You can't help everybody, Brittney. You can't save the world. I'm like, you're right, but we can help
Kinda right.
veterans. We
You
can
can.
help veterans. That's what we can help. Who deserves our help? Who is entitled to anybody
Refugees?
or anything in this
No.
damn world?
Oh, okay.
Veterans. They're entitled to an education. They're entitled to their benefits in terms of a home loan that they don't have to do a down payment and a lower interest to. Why do I think they're entitled to that?
Because they served.
They're going over, they're getting shot at.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, holy shit. Yeah, they deserve that. They deserve a safe haven for their family to live in while they're over there being shot at, or to come home and mentally recoup in. And they also deserve a chance to get an education that they never had because they enlisted at 18, 89% of the time, and booked it on off to war. Still as kids, not even able to buy a beer, and they're over there holding
this,
guns.
but this is a thing that's different with the Americas nowadays. And well, yeah, actually in the past 100 years, you look back into people who were in World War II. Well, you know what those kids went through, 18 years old?
Yeah.
Worse than what we have.
Oh.
Well, sometimes.
Well,
Depends
no.
on the day, but yeah.
Normandy?
Oh, yeah.
You're talking
Hey,
about
yeah.
you got this much steel between you and death.
Yeah.
And those kids marched in there. And people are like, well, they shouldn't have been there. Or why did they do? Well, you know what I mean?
They didn't have a choice.
Well, the thing is that people, like all throughout history, the Mongols, which I've been reading that thing from Hardcore History, totally awesome, is that
It's like, yeah, I know.
they didn't think about themselves when they went in. They were thinking about,
what
Their
they left
families.
behind.
yeah, what they left behind. And people nowadays are so selfish and full of themselves and just downright don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That you're going to see it. You're going to see other people come in and fundamentally change the country because we don't have anybody like that anymore.
We don't
You
have
know
a
why?
backbone.
Yeah,
The golden generation.
exactly.
what
And
they
it's
were called.
sad. And
really is.
The
and
entitled
but the thing
generation.
is our kids are going to suffer from a bunch of other people today being a bunch of vaginas. Excuse my language.
I'm offended.
That's an actual term, though.
You know, actually,
Yeah, but I don't like that word.
the last great
Kind of like
generation.
moist.
I don't like that one either.
Okay.
I don't like the C word at all.
Moist. So you know, actually, I mean, this is sad to say because it's poi poi in my generation. The last great generation we're going to see once all of those people are gone.
Yeah.
The golden generation, the baby boomers. It's the X generation, which is what we are.
Yep.
Yep.
1980 on, millennials.
Yep. And then we're in trouble.
Oh my God,
It's bad. It's bad.
it is.
I mean-
it is bad. When were you guys born?
Well,
Can I ask?
after
90.
that. 90.
But
There's a
you
few.
realize that
But we were raised correctly, right? So it was like we had to work when we were 16. You live at home past 18, your ass is paying rent. Like,
Yeah.
so was my wife.
People are just too busy on the internet wanting to be Beyonce or Jay-Z. That, you know, being rich and
Yeah.
famous and all this.
You-
They're
you're
living in a
never gonna
dream
be
world.
them.
I know, but they're living in this fantasy to where it's like someday I'll be there, and
Yeah.
then my story is going to be awesome. One, they don't do shit to get it.
they don't work for what they want.
Right.
Right.
It's like, my parents raised me in a home and I had food and they gave me a car.
And it was so bad.
You didn't
and,
go through any adversity. You
No.
didn't go
Yeah.
through any trials.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only way you're going to grow is under stress. And,
I did, and that's maybe a topic for another show.
Right.
But you have nothing to stand on.
Yeah.
And then when you failed, what did you do?
Ran back to mommy and
Ran
daddy.
back to your fucking mom.
Right.
and dad.
Yeah.
So
And that's the struggle
Or
that
the
we've had
government.
starting this business because everyone looks at us
Bernie.
and they're like, "Oh, two young kids with no idea." Like, you guys,
you know
have
what
no
they
idea.
probably are doing now, or they will be when they see this show,
Like,
because
oh shit.
these kids knew what the fuck they were talking about. They realized there was a problem, and now they're trying to do
Right.
something to fix it.
About
Yeah.
time.
And that is amazing. I
is
feel
amazing.
actually kind of shitty that I never thought of something like that to do, you know?
But it's something that you don't realize it's a problem
Until you're in it.
unless you live through it. Because we actually found a guy who I call our consultant. He's great. He doesn't want to be on board because he's not military, so he doesn't want to be on board. He doesn't want to take away from the board members. He doesn't want to be recognized
Mm-hmm.
in any way because he's not a veteran. Okay, but this guy was like, I never knew this was a problem. I've lived in Alaska my whole life,
I never did either.
surrounded by these bases.
Well, I've known
never
veteran
knew.
issues have been a problem. I just didn't realize it was so rampant up here.
Oh, and it's
Exactly.
only getting bigger because of that base. And then there's talk of early end of enlistments and everything else and pushing these guys out. And it's it's terrifying because it's like, where are these guys going to go in the economy? Our economy is down the crapper right now.
Well,
You're talking nationwide.
no, it's been
in Alaska,
nationwide.
Alaska.
It's
sure.
just now hitting up here.
So where are these guys going to go?
It's been bad
right?
down there for a while.
Yeah, it's Alaska. It takes a little while for shit to hit us up here, but
what booms?
Like fashion.
What booms in Alaska is construction. Not necessarily oil field, as we all know. It's not necessarily the oil field. It is actual construction of housing because so many people are flooding the state of Alaska. You got real cool reality shows. People get shipped up here from the military.
They're not cool.
I was gonna say you might want. They're not cool.
They're
reality
fake
shows.
and ridiculous, and none of us are really like that. If anyone from Lower 48 is watching, we're not like that. No one's like that.
We actually, that's one of the reasons why we wanted to start the podcast, is because this is the first real Alaskan podcast as far as having guests on, talking to them, and broadcasting on anything besides Sarah Palin's.
This is such a big igloo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
Isn't
huge.
it amazing? Oh, the polar bear's
It's
out
an
back. You guys
insulated
are safe.
igloo. It's so nice
But
in here.
it was
He's on a
like,
chain.
I know it's not. It's
I fed him earlier.
It's not a. It's like we wanted to have this to have people on, show the rest of the world their experience from Alaska and stuff that's going on here, because people don't understand. Like you said, people either think we live in igloos or that Hawaii and Alaska are together down in the corner.
Yeah,
We're not part of the night.
by Texas.
You know what? I had somebody.
Here. We're this big.
I had somebody ask me how our sea line border got so straight.
Oh my god.
I weep for this fucking generation.
I said, what are you talking about? There's no straight lines on Alaska. And they said, yeah, that one right there. And then they showed me on a map. I said, you do know that Alaska's up here by Canada. And they're like, no,
the border to
it's
Canada.
down
Yeah,
here.
that's
No,
pretty
it's
straight.
down here. And I said, no, dude, they ran
Oh
out of space
my
on the map. And see this little thing down
God.
here with the little asterisk? Retards.
So
man.
just for educational purposes, we're so fucking big, they can't keep us on your stupid little map.
Yeah, that's right. We're bigger than America.
Fuck you, Texas.
Yeah, I think it's what, Juneau to the end of the Aleutians. It would
Yep.
stretch farther than New York to LA and go
Yeah.
past it.
Oh, it's amazing, yeah. If you
Yeah.
cut our state in half, Texas would be the third largest state in the union. For
sure. Yeah.
I love that joke. Sorry, I had to do
It
it.
was great.
Well,
so I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Cheers to that.
We didn't realize how big Alaska was until Andy got stationed in South Dakota. We could drive through 3 states in an hour. It was awesome.
It was like 3, but yeah.
Yeah. It's like we could
Yes!
go Wyoming,
Finally, someone.
Colorado. We could.
Dude, it takes us
grandparents
like
lived in
6.5 to
Montana.
8 hours to get to Fairbanks. And that's
Right?
not even quite in the middle
That's
of the
not
state.
road construction either.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
a
Yeah,
good
that's
day.
straight.
That's a good
road.
day, yeah.
That's not
a
even.
good day.
That's not even driving half through our
It's a nice
state.
summer day.
Get that.
So I went to Washington. We went to Puyallup in Seattle area for my wife to get some medical stuff done. And we're like, yeah, let's go for a drive. Well, I had been down previously and went to Multnomah Falls in Oregon. So I was like, let's go there. So, I didn't know where the fuck we were going. We didn't have a GPS. We didn't have a map. We're driving. We'll
Yeah.
figure it out. We get to this like stop, and I was like, "Hey, I'm looking for Multnomah Falls. Where the fuck am I?" And they're like, "Oh, I can't even
You
remember."
passed it by
You're
like
in
5,000
Utah.
miles.
They're like, "You're here." And California is like 30 minutes that way.
They go,
I was like, "Are you serious? We just, we're used to
drove right
driving
past
for
it.
fucking 8 hours. We just
Yeah.
listening to music."
Yeah.
fucking-
Road trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was way cool. Like
I'm
we
sorry.
could experience it.
Let's,
so.
I'm sorry, go back.
So back to the program.
Yes.
So heartstrings are pulled. We're like, we got to do something.
We do this. It's our thing.
Yeah,
it's our shtick.
tragic.
Bunny trail.
It's not tragic.
It's beautiful.
It is.
you.
It gets a lot of
It's a beautiful
diversity in the
tragedy.
conversation.
You're beautiful.
You guys are so sweet.
Sorry. I want you.
The only reason I want to eat the mic is because it's like, I talk dirty to you.
Because you talk into it.
That's the Dane Cook skit.
Yes. Jay Cook's.
She's clipping way back here. I told you she got some pipes, bro. I was like, hey, when she comes in.
Okay, she's laughing back here, but then claps right by her mic like this.
Oh, you could probably stand outside and we'd pick you up just fine.
Sweet and sour sauce all over my pussy.
Brittany, that is very inappropriate.
Set her to the front of the line. She wants it her way.
Oh.
Andy.
Go 2 miles this way. Look for a dude in a yellow poncho. His name's Hank. He'll direct you towards the Whopper there.
Or a baby walking on the side of the road. You
Which we're
heartless
not
bastard.
picking up, you hitchhiking piece of shit. Get a car.
Take that pacifier and walk your own ass.
There's a fucking bike trail.
Somebody show the coats.
They're still Dane cooking right now.
I know. Holy. You know what? I hate Dane Cook.
I
can't stand
the
him.
Super 5. What was that? Was it this?
It's
no,
the
Wait, I
Sufi.
can't.
you even know what it is?
I can't.
You hate it?
I can't do it. Is it this?
There it is. There it is.
He's
yeah.
gonna sue you now.
This. Bam.
Sufi.
I don't like it. I don't
Why
like
don't
him.
you like Dane Cook?
Oh, I
He's
love
not funny.
Dane Cook.
It has
not-
nothing to do with veterans and housing, but why do you
He's not
like...
funny.
He's a good guy.
Why is he not funny?
He's not funny.
How
I'm
is he
sorry.
not funny?
He's not funny.
Explain to me why he's not funny.
I
So
watch
do you
him.
think Robin Williams is funny?
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Robin
I
Williams is
own
hilarious.
like almost everything he's put out.
Well, that's
Movie,
your problem.
stand-up,
That's not
audio.
my problem.
Waste
It's not my
of
problem.
money.
It's not my problem. You're just burning your money.
Well, you know, Black Cocks, Dane Cook cock. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
It goes hand in hand.
Classic.
Okay.
Very classy.
Black cocks hovering over my house.
It was a black hawk helicopter.
Okay, sorry. I'm
All right.
sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you're good. You're good. Okay.
We really need to get your story done because he does have a lot of questions.
Yes. Okay. So
Well, I
story.
did. Now all I can
So,
think about is Black Cocks and Dane Cook.
Job is done.
Yes. I'm submitting this 501c3 application, which is like literally 30 sheets long of IRS paperwork, and I'm like, hope I'm doing this right. You know, just filling everything out, winging it, not even thinking it's going to get approved because there's this huge IRS scandal going on right now. But I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to do it because if you don't do it, the answer is no.
That's right.
So I did it, and I submitted it within 6 weeks, which is unfreaking heard of. We got our 501c3 approval letter.
Wow.
And I wasn't prepared for that. I was like, oh gosh, now I have to start the business. I was thinking I had a 6 to 8 month cush. Everything would be good. I worked it out on a timeline, still had a young baby. So we were busy. I mean, brand new, newborn baby.
Yeah.
So while you were doing all that, that kind of got pushed off to the side, and
And that's what I was expecting.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I'll file for it. I'll push it off to the side, take care of my baby. She'll be 8 months, a year old. We'll be able to jump right back into this.
they boom.
Boom, right in our face. They were like, nope, do it now. And we want this in Alaska now. And they give us our 501c3. And we were just like, okay, guess I'm going to go get my contracting and residential endorsement license. So I'm degreed in construction management. I knew what I was doing. I had worked in and around architecture and project management for 2 years at Wolf. And then I go out to engineering, which is out in Anchorage. So I'm like, all right, I got a pretty well basis. I took Arctic engineering courses. I can do this, right? So I go apply for my general contracting license. Cakewalk. And I was surprised because I was like, maybe I know more than I think. You know, I gave
So
myself.
you say cakewalk. I know some general contractors who are like, oh my god, it's so
Yeah.
hard.
Shoot me in the face.
But
Women. Fuck.
I had lived in it, right? So I had the real world experience instead of just
Right.
the book smarts. I wasn't
Okay.
just.
That does make sense. You were
Yeah.
actually exposed to it, and
Yeah.
you weren't just like, I
Which
want to put a
was-
bathroom in.
Exactly.
Be a general contractor.
Totally do this. But that was the cool part because, like, at Wolf, they were like, nope, you're going to job sites. And they drugged me out there and we walked through buildings and we crawled into roofs and we got on top of stuff. And it was the most badass job I ever had. Totally regret leaving. But they exposed me to
Wolf
everything.
Construction, she loves you.
I do. I love Wolf, and they know that. I went and saw them last week. They know this, but so I got real world exposure, and I totally credit them. So at that point, I was able to fly through the contracting exam.
That's awesome.
That is amazing.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so I got my residential endorsement, and then I was like, well, we can't do anything if we're not licensed, right? So I had to go get bonded and insured, submit our license, blah 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 blah. We get that done in June, and I was
Dude, I have
like,
a hard time picking out like groceries. Like shoot, I'm calling my
Beer.
wife. Beer, yeah.
It's like, what do I want?
I know
Yeah.
you said pizza rolls, but what
Yeah.
kind?
so
What
many
brand?
different
What-
colors.
Hey, where's the dairy aisle?
Okay.
I'm up on that. I don't know.
Yeah, and never send them to the store for like any sort of feminine product because they're like,
I've done it.
babe, there's
I've
like
done it.
16 different kinds.
Yeah.
My friend, wait till you said you had do you have a daughter?
We have two.
Yeah.
You have two
let's
daughters.
not talk about that. Let's
yeah.
not talk about
Wait
that.
till your daughters
No,
are
no.
in need, and now you're
no,
the
no.
awkward level goes.
This daddy's about to be there. Yeah, it's hitting
We actually
home
we
for
prepped.
him.
We prepped. So what we did was we told like our oldest. I'm not going to say names another, but we told our oldest that what happens
Her name's
and everything
Bobby.
else, and we had her talk to her cousin and kind of the stuff that she's already going through and first. So she has the stuff on her all the time in her purse at school.
That's awesome.
She
Good for
knows
you.
we already know medically what she already knows medically what to expect. So I don't want no.
Medically,
Logically?
We already told him.
No, that is fantastic.
We
It
sat
really
him
is.
down.
We did the
Actually,
same thing,
a couple
so-
years ago. We sat him down. I mean, this was let's say
You don't want that
Said, I can't say her name.
you don't want that shit to come on a blue,
Edit.
especially as a father.
You mean the red?
You son of a bitch. You, Andy, I swear to God.
I just blew everyone's eardrums.
Oh my gosh. Holy crap, that's inappropriate. No, I'm just joking. So,
Anywho, I was saying,
Sorry.
but it's
men can't pick up.
It's
He's going to have to
important.
do it for his daughters. It's
It's
a lot
bad.
I
weirder
tell you
when
what,
that happens.
and it's really important
Yeah.
to start talking to them, especially girls, about sex way early. Because, well, actually, even boys, because if they get approached by a predator or something like that, they know the medical terms. So if some guy says, "Hey, come over, touch this," and the kid goes, "Why are you taking your penis out?" Like a young kid, that guy is going to go, he knows what that is. He can identify it in a court. He gets scared,
you're
runs
good.
away.
I'm going to go with
That's good.
anatomical terms.
I'm sorry, anatomical. So
Yeah.
we used all the proper penis, vagina,
Baby.
baby. And then why does it do that? Because it feels good, and this is something special for you and somebody else when you're older.
Yeah.
It's
I did not hear one mention of a bird or a bee.
nope, because
am
there is
so
no birds or
disappointed.
bees.
What the fuck do they have to do with getting pregnant?
Yeah, have you ever seen a bird and a bee go at it? Awkward.
My parents are going to wonder.
the birds
So,
and the bees
I'm
and the
gonna, like-
flowers and the trees
Oh, my.
and the moon up above. That's where that came from.
It's balls
I didn't
out.
even know
Fucking
that.
awesome.
I found it really cool,
I didn't
and
know
I'm just
that
gonna
either.
like interrupt with.
I'm
you
We're dealing with the
right
musician,
now.
though. He knows more about
Let me get to it. and-
pregnancy
What are
than
you
me.
doing?
I'm showing Ricky this meme because it rings so true to him right now in his fatherhood of young girls, preteens, and I just laughed when I saw it. And of course, I tagged my husband in it. But it's
Oh, I've seen
hilarious.
this too. And it's a
Yeah.
text. It's a girl texting her dad saying, "I just had sex." Oh, oh my God. I paused. "I just had sex and in school today." Dad! Exclamation point. "You lied to me. You told me that if I had sex before my 16th birthday, my boyfriend would die." And he replies, "Oh, he will,
Oh, he
sweetheart."
will. Yes.
He will.
Yes.
will.
Yes.
Yeah. And, you know, and I got the perfect thing for that.
My daughter knows better
That,
than
you know, and
my youngest. The other
As soon
ones
as
are-
my daughter
they're,
brings-
they're over 18. They're fine.
As soon as my
think
daughter
I
brings a boyfriend home and they want to go out on their very first date, I just set him down quietly and say, "Listen, I'm glad break your bones." Yeah, I will get no. You just say really calmly, "I'm really glad that you are taking my daughter out, but just remember, whatever you do to her tonight, I'm going to do to you tomorrow morning."
And then wink at him.
All right, so we can hold hands.
Creepy.
Or,
You got to do it creepy, not like wink. You got to be like,
While you're cleaning your pistol, preferably.
No,
So
you don't. I don't think you need
yeah,
to.
while you're cleaning your skin pistol.
Your
Boy,
skin
whatever you
flute.
do to my daughter, I'm doing you tomorrow.
Where did this tangent come from?
I have no idea. Sorry.
She was talking about
Yeah.
men and we're indecisive or something.
Totally indecisive.
Okay, so
And she
go-
brought up feminine products.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
holy-
bunny
That's how we
trap.
roll.
That's how it happens. This is how magic's made.
It
Go ahead.
rolls downhill every time.
I could have told the
Downhill.
story
You
in
know,
2
I like
minutes.
to prefer we roll uphill
Yes.
with our
It escalates very
enthusiasm.
quickly, actually. So that's a correct term. So
All right, so go, girlfriend.
we get licensed, bonded, and insured. We're good, and we're like, okay, so we need to start. Where do we want to end? Let's work from the main staple and figure out how we're going to get there. Envision this thing. So that's another thing I'm really glad my dad taught me is make a 5-year plan. Figure out where you want to be in 5 years. Figure out how to get there. Work from your awesomest point and work back. So I was like, all right, thanks, Dad. 23 years old. I'm finally taking that into context. And we're thinking the Valley has no support for veterans whatsoever. So there might be a satellite.
Because it's the valley.
Right.
Sorry.
There might be a satellite VA office. There might be some get-together groups.
And there's like meth. I think that's
Meth, yeah. I mean, heroin's huge
hang
now.
out.
So
That's
it's
right.
like,
Heroin.
Oh
So-
yeah, heroin's real bad. I didn't even realize heroin's
right?
bad up here.
It's bad. It's really bad. I mean,
are they getting it?
Who would want to
Continue.
do it?
Seattle.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so we're gonna get this out of the way. Okay, so
That's kinda fun.
we're thinking of Valley. We need a veteran community and rehabilitation center because a lot of the vets they fall into low income, homelessness, alcoholism, drug use. Let's just hand them pot because that'll cure their PTSD. You know, kind of
Meds.
crap. Let's just medicate them to cure PTSD instead of actually solving the problem.
Yeah, let's get them addicted to some shit and
Exactly.
then send them out on their own. And then you know what's going to happen?
And then they're dependent on the government. Exactly where the government wants everybody is dependent on them, right? That's how Democrats work. I'm sorry, I'm just going to go out there
Which
and
doesn't
say
make
it.
any sense because if you can't be out there making money to pay taxes, the government can't pay for shit.
Well, when you have people that actually work jobs and
Yeah,
we pay
you're right.
taxes,
I agree.
And the
We're
pool's too
supporting
small.
them.
You're right.
yeah,
Their vision is so narrow.
it's flawed. It's extremely flawed. So we're thinking no way is this going to be a handout. This is going to be a handout. People are going to have to work for this. They have to want to better themselves. And if they're not sober at that time, they have to be willing to take the steps to be sober.
Yeah.
So you submit to a urinalysis whenever we show up at your door and knock. And it's just going to be things like that we can
Gestapo.
do quality control with.
So are you guys, that's your guys' job?
Well, here's our job. So right now,
Give me your dick.
what we're doing is...
And we digress.
This is an observed UA. I get to hold your dick.
You know
we
what?
will have a serious conversation.
I thought the dirty things were going to be coming more from this side than that side. I don't know why, but
They click.
yeah, they do click.
I'm telling you,
Andy
man.
has
it-
blossomed.
Well, see, he knows that I don't filter. I can't. It's impossible.
You can't.
I was in the military.
he
I don't
thought-
filter either.
Because he knows you, and you apparently don't have a filter through previous association.
Engagements, yeah. no
That
filter.
yeah, he's
No.
like, oh, we'll put these two together. It'll be.
Well, that's what I thought. Big mistake.
We're gonna
He's
UA
worse
dudes,
than
and we're
she
gonna
is.
hold your fucking dick. And if you fail, we're gonna squeeze your dick off.
It's not black. You're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, right. So it's like,
Well, it
it's
could
not
be.
going to be anything like you're used to.
Oh,
Black, white, brown. I don't give a fuck. God, I'm sorry, Mom.
You are totally not on our board of directors for vetting veterans. Okay.
you know what? I
So-
actually thought that maybe this would be a little bit more of a serious thing. Nope.
No, wrong people, Ricky. Wrong
No,
people.
no,
in the
no,
room.
no, no. I mean, well, actually, no.
Boy,
Some
boy.
of the conversation has been.
Yeah,
It's been pretty
and it's been
serious,
meaningful,
yeah.
and I think it'll escalate into meaningfulness once we get through it. So
Once we get the story out.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I know this is a
So-
process.
It is.
It is a
it's a
process.
process, and it's just like a fine wine. Okay, it's a fine wine. So what our end goal here is community and rehabilitation center.
I think that meant she needs more wine.
It does. I'm kind of low, babe. So while I'm talking with my hands,
You got to be careful with the table, bro. You got to be careful with the clang clang. And I said bro to her.
she did.
Sorry. You got to,
Okay.
sis.
Yes, sis.
So
She's
let's
like a cyst.
get this. Let's get this going again.
Yes,
Go.
let's get this going again. End goal, community rehabilitation center in 5 years. We're geared to do it in 5 years. How are we going to pay for this community and rehabilitation center? We're going to get the vets housing. How are we going to get the vets housing? We're going to make them build it or participate in building it, and this is what that does. This gives them a sense of self-confidence again,
Sure.
because they're creating something that they're going to live in.
They actually feel like they're a part of something again.
That's right. And they're going to respect it because they're building it. So what's the biggest problem with free government handout housing? It has to be renovated every year.
Right.
Why does it have to be
Oh, yeah, 'cause
renovated
you
every
don't-
Because
year?
the people that in it don't
It's just
care.
like low
because
income
it's given
housing.
to them.
People
Yeah.
don't give a shit because
yep.
they're not paying for it.
Yep.
Beat the fuck out of it. I don't care.
So it is what it is, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to create this housing structure where the vets are involved with building it, whether it be a fourplex or their own single
Wait,
family
has this
home.
process started?
It has started, but not not in a business scale. We're starting the
Okay.
business brand new from
Okay.
this. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're scheduled to build 3 fourplexes this spring and 2 single family homes for veterans that are already discharged and still established. They transitioned well. One of them's on disability, but he recognizes that he needs to do something else. He can't just live off disability his whole life, and it's awesome to see him recognize that. But he, like us, was shut down by all these banks thinking he couldn't get into home ownership. So he just quit. He just didn't try anymore. He was just going to live off rent and hardly live because his rent, was covered by his disability just a little bit more, and that was it. But we found him this awesome program where he can get a home for $200,000. He's been milking this, slowly skating by, barely living off anything, and now he can own his own home, a beautiful home on at least
Good.
a 2-acre lot, and he deserves it.
He does
deserves
deserve
every
it.
bit of it.
Sure.
He's got a Purple Heart. He was combat
Oh my
wounded.
gosh.
Man, my heart sunk when I started to talk to this guy because he thought we were fake almost. He didn't trust
Too
us
good?
at first.
Yep.
Because it was too good to be true, and I was transparent. I laid my business plan out. I laid who we talked to, what we did, and finally he was like, "Oh God, this is real. This is a real thing." And he started to come back around, and to see him open up was the coolest thing.
Dude, that's awesome.
It was the most humbling thing
Oh,
because
yeah, I bet.
veterans don't
Right.
open up. They're
Right.
steel-faced and it's nothing. But he would call us and be like, "I found this property," and he was super excited, and you could hear life in his voice again. So that was awesome, and he's going to be one of the fellows that we're building a single-family home for this year. But he is a case that we take on where they don't need our transition living. So what these fourplexes are going to be is prepping people into home ownership, because that's where we want to funnel them.
So they're housed there. They're living safe and sound, and then as soon as an opportunity comes up for them to be able to help construct a house of their own, then they do that while they're living there.
For sure. Yeah. So we
Financially stable.
have 4 stages.
So what these
within-
people do have to be, are they employed? Was this guy employed?
only through the disability.
Okay.
So he wasn't employed. He didn't know that was an opportunity.
Okay.
I also have a question. Because,
Sure.
I mean, are you talking about recent veterans or just veterans across
Everybody.
the board?
Yeah.
Everybody.
So you're talking.
We're talking Vietnam all the way to
Thank you.
Iraq and
Okay.
Afghanistan.
Okay.
Yeah, and active duty. We serve active duty too. So here's the cool thing: our
Awesome.
fourplexes
No,
are
that's
structured.
That is amazing.
That is amazing.
Is one unit is 88 because whether we like to face it or not, or whether it's in the media or not, which it's not, it's taken out. A lot of these guys come home combat wounded. They can't walk right. They lose limbs. They lose fingers. They lose mobility in their body. It's hard for them to walk without assistance.
I think back injuries are like a huge thing.
Jumping.
Especially recently. Yeah.
Carrying around hundreds of pounds and Kevlar vests and everything else. It's insane. And you're crawling up and down ladders and in and out of tanks. It's ridiculous what these men and women go through. And it's not shown. So it's like... so what we're doing is for the fourplex, one unit will be strictly 88, and that's going to be for our veterans that maybe they're not disabled, maybe they're not in a wheelchair, but they do need help, so they'll need live-in assistance.
Right.
So that'll be structured for them. There'll be a separate corridor for live-in assistance. If it's not family, say it's a caretaker or a medical provider, they will be able to live there with them comfortably. Our second unit is going to be a short-term transition unit. And what this enables them to do is this catches active duty military coming into civilian sector. They have no idea how expensive it is to live without COLA, without BAH. Maybe they're struggling to actually solidify that job they thought they had when they got out. That's a place for them to live for 90 days free. They get this housing for free.
Holy crap.
Wow.
But they have to be clean. No alcohol.
No drug?
No drugs.
No alcohol?
Okay, so I gotta
me
say
out.
something. So this program that you're working on, one of the things that drives me crazy is that we give free money and free housing and free this and free that to people, and we don't
That don't do
expect
shit.
them to be clean. We don't expect them to actually get
It's
a
the
job.
welfare homies. It's
Yeah.
bull.
What you're
It's
doing,
bad.
this should be an example to
It should be.
other programs. I'm not even joking.
You know what? Take the money away from them.
If you want our
we're
help, you
getting
have
into
to
that.
prove to us that you can help yourself.
Yeah. No,
Just
for
because you
sure.
can squeeze a baby out doesn't make you.
Oh, I like
you know,
that. I like that.
Oh, it's true.
It's true.
And
It's
some
truth.
people live by just having chain babies, if you will, and they're just like, oh, well, pregnant.
I know
Yeah, and it
people
doesn't
like
even
that.
have to be the same
Backwards
daddy. I can have.
Yep.
If I were a female, I'm not. If I were, I'd be having sex with this dude right now, even though he's married.
And you'd be having a bunch of
But I would have a baby
babies.
from him, a baby from him. I can have babies from
It doesn't
anywhere.
matter.
And no one's
But-
held accountable for their actions.
Exactly.
No one.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
what you're
the problem.
doing should be an example, because you're actually putting these restrictions on someone who went to war,
Yeah.
who went to
You-
the worst conditions you can possibly
yeah.
think of for a country that is out there helping people. It's not our war. I'm not going to lie. We went over there for what?
Oil.
For jack shit.
Yeah, we went over there for oil.
I'm a taxpayer. I'll pay taxes for you guys to do whatever. I do feel that you guys got sent to fucking nowhere for no reason.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we're going to turn our back on you. So what you're doing is
Exactly.
the perfect fucking example
And the
of how our
argument,
systems should be.
the argument
Welfare
I hate,
included.
the argument I hate is, well, what about all the people who are struggling? What about all the people that's fine. I understand there are people out there struggling,
Yeah.
but the majority of them aren't, like you said, aren't working for it. And it's like, well, we need to show them love and compassion too. Sure. But
To a point.
to a point.
To a
You know what?
point.
I have to get up every day. I have to go to work. Okay. I didn't get my job. Look, because people call me white privilege. Oh, you say that one more time, you mother. I got white people telling me I got white privilege.
Oh,
What, white
yeah,
privilege
white
for what?
privilege.
I grew up in a trailer with holes in the floor and the ceiling. My wife did too. Guess what? She's going to college right now. I'm paying for it. I went to college. I'm paying for it.
I
had
lived
to
in the
start
back
off-
of a truck.
Yeah.
For 6 months with my mother and her boyfriend.
You know
I lived
what?
in the back of a truck.
Screw your white privilege and
White privilege.
and screw and everybody else that
I don't
you
want.
know
I don't want. It's
that
not my
thinks that
soapbox.
well, it's our responsibility to take care of the people who can't take care of themselves. Is exactly right. Can't.
They
not
can't.
won't.
They don't choose to not take.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's the problem
Oh.
we have right now. And you got a
just
lot
got
of people
preached at,
who are
motherfucker.
going to college right now who want to go for Bernie Sanders. Oh my God. Which drives me crazy because Bernie Sanders was a career politician.
Yep.
Bernie Sanders went
he
straight
is.
from
He wasn't
college.
was. He
no,
is.
he went straight. Okay, he got out of school, went straight to college, went straight into politics. He never had to pay for shit.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
And guess
He
what?
got it all handed
He's
to
a he's a lifetime politician.
I'm pretty sure his parents were rich too.
Exactly. He didn't have to pay for nothing.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Or well
thanks,
off.
mommy and daddy.
You know, so
can I
don't-
have another? No, you're not fucking. I'll ever twist you, little
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah. And
There
it's
are people
and it's
starving.
not free.
I want some more.
Yeah.
Can I have some more?
Please, sir.
But wasn't it Hillary Clinton?
You
that
are
said
coming
that she
back. I don't
struggled?
even care. We're
Do you
doing
remember
this,
that?
man.
She said that she struggled when she got out of the White House and she knew what poverty was like.
Hillary?
Oh,
Hillary did.
fuck
Didn't you guys hear that?
Did you hear what she did to the White House before she left?
She stole paintings or
She stole
something.
paintings
Yeah.
and drapes and shit. And
What's
I'm
the
like,
presidential
she-
salary?
She
It's like-
glued.
It's like $450,000 a year.
She
I
like
think.
glued.
400 measly $1,000. God.
After you're not the fucking president
Comes-
anymore.
No, but guess what?
like two-
She made. You know, the only reason why they're multimillionaires is because they do speeches around all the
And
campuses.
they charge like $700,000 for a speech.
And guess what? They're doing speeches like every week.
At,
They're
like, big
millionaires.
universities.
People are stupid.
If I could be any kind of inspiration, which honestly I can't, you two
You two are an inspiration.
can be an inspiration. If I could do an inspiration for fucking free to get someone to get off of their ass and do something, I would do it.
Yeah.
Why would I charge you as an institution $700,000 to tell people
Right.
what they probably already fucking know?
No. That's see,
It's-
and
they're
that's the thing.
brainwashing
They're getting
them.
brainwashed every time they go in there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
it's ridiculous.
They do.
Okay,
It's
I'm
sick.
completely against what the Democratic Party of today is about.
of
but
today. Back then was good.
But that doesn't mean
They
I'm a
swapped.
Republican. That doesn't mean I'm Republican either.
Yeah.
I'm kind
Right.
of like in that middle
I mean, yeah,
ground
too,
where
I'm middle.
I agree with some ideas from this side. I agree with some ideas from this side. What I don't agree with is your fucking total lack of respect for what this country was built
and your
upon.
psychoness.
You should be castrated
Bigot.
and cast out.
I don't even know what he said,
I
but
think you said bigot.
I said bigot. This
Okay.
mic
Yeah.
moved.
well, it's because you're all up in it and it's a little hotter than.
Yeah, you
it
don't
should
need to
be.
be all up in
Nah,
that.
you don't have to be up in that one, bro.
Yeah, babe,
you could
what
back
the
that one
hell?
up a little bit. Yeah, see, you're hot, bro.
There
See,
you go.
this mic is directional, so if you just point your face right at these have a little bit of range on them.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
kind of
That's why I could pick her up nowhere. Oh my god,
yeah.
Okay, so back
it's like
to
a
the,
banshee.
Yeah, let's-
Back to the spiel.
Now that we soapboxed a little bit, we don't really talk about political
Actually,
shit.
we don't.
so
This is actually the first time we've actually like let
That is
loose.
serious,
I
yeah,
feel good about this, and I want
I want a
continue.
Democrat
I
on.
want to hear where you're at now.
I want a hardcore Democrat on.
So right now we're ADA, and the bottom left unit has to be
He
a
won't
ground
leave
unit.
alive.
I won't. Okay, so it has to be a ground unit. We have to do ramp access, the whole 9 yards. So that's going to be our ADA unit. The other bottom one is going to be the short-term transition. They have 90 days. That is it. No gifts, no takes, nothing. You have 90 days. We place you in a job. We give you resume assistance. We give you application assistance. 85% of the time, we're going to be able to just get you a job, but you have to work it. And
Right. Awesome.
If you fail out of
I
the
agree.
program,
So we'll help you get it, but you have to continue.
That's awesome.
you have to work it. You have to be able to impress the person you're working for so much that they're going to be like, oh, okay, no conditional offers. We're going to take you. You're a full-time employee. So that's going to be the thing. And
Are you working with businesses for this?
several like companies.
So it's
in the
not just
Valley.
we're gonna put together a resume and fill out applications for you.
Yeah,
You're
we
actually working
totally-
with businesses to place these people.
And the thing is we're not working with the government. We're not working with
Good.
Matsu
Good.
jobs.
You shouldn't.
You
We're
shouldn't.
not working with that.
It's a succubus.
Exactly. So we're working, and here's the cool part. Here's the real cool part.
Succubus.
We're working with other veteran-owned companies that get it. Okay.
I was just about to ask you who you're in collaboration with because. Same with those same guys that stand outside of Walmart and whatever with the thing saying please support your veterans because they take it back to
Are you
like
talking about KMH?
maybe because they're everywhere.
They set
Fred
up the
Meyers,
flags
and they
and they wear the POW
Yeah.
MIA
I
shirts.
think it's usually KMH that does that. And,
Okay.
and we've been in contact with them, but have we established a partnership? No.
Okay.
What I think they're doing is great because
Yeah.
100% of their proceeds goes
Yep.
to vets.
And those guys,
dude, I
wow.
throw money in there. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not me. That's not me saying, "Oh, look what I do." That's me saying, "I respect these dudes because they're out there helping themselves and helping others. They're
And
mainly
they're
helping
not
others.
taking an
They're not
admin
right,
fee.
right.
It's
so
all to the vets.
they are amazing for
Yeah.
doing. Sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. So what we're doing there is that 90 days. That's it. We place them. They have to work it. They have to accelerate. We move them into another unit, which is also called a short-term unit. But it has a lease. It has a 6-month lease in it, which is it's flexible for persons, right? Everybody's story is different. Everybody's financials are different. We get that, okay? Like we lived through it. Everybody's lived through it. Money sucks. Being an adult sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It sucks more when you're suffering through
Why
depression.
does the world have to run on money?
You know what's really
Right?
cool is when you're a kid like you and me, and we
Hot
make a lot of
Wheels.
money.
You know, back in the day, it started with rocks. I've got this pretty rock.
Right? Or lemonade
this
stands.
stick.
Yeah.
I'll trade you. There's a Pogs. Do you guys remember Pogs, the bartering system of all time?
Oh,
Pogs.
no.
I'm
It's
older
slammers.
than that.
Vaguely.
No, I'm older than that. It's dirt. It was dirt for me. Because my kids are like, I got nothing to do. You got an Xbox, you got a Wii, you got an electric guitar.
Go
you,
play with sticks.
You got a 4-wheeler, you got this, you got that. Back when I had a dirt and a rock. That was my
I was gonna say,
toys.
for me.
Yeah.
I'll let you be king of the hill, and I won't hit you in the back of the head with a dirt
How
club.
about that? There's a good deal.
That's a nice watch you got there.
I built gravel pits in my driveway.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, do you want to know what it felt like to be like a kid when I was your age?
Oh, come on, Ricky. Come
Like this.
on.
God.
Yeah,
That's what I tell my
exactly.
kids. I just hit them. Bam! That was our fun. Now shut up. Stop whining, you little bastard.
Was it uphill both ways?
It was up. Yeah.
In snow.
Through the snow.
Up,
Yeah.
up, Will.
Up,
With one
you gotta
shoe.
Back up, bro.
With one shoe.
We eat the mic. You don't eat the mic.
Yeah,
you
you
gotta
just-
push that.
aim your mouth down
You need to
here.
just push that thing away, bro.
Yeah.
I think I leaned in to look.
You're hot.
Damn, someone hit
No,
the
I mean,
table.
I did. Your
all,
mic's hot.
It's all good. It's all
But
He
yeah,
is pretty hot.
kids don't understand the struggle.
good. He is.
Okay, so our
might
next
wanna finish
term
the
unit.
story and get him out of here
Yeah,
soon,
we,
you know what
we're
I'm
gonna
saying?
get out of here quick. Our next one's a short term. They're going to be build rent at this point, but it's going to be okay. So let me interject. We are not government funded in any way. We do not take any government money. The reason we do not take government money is because we don't want to be told how we help people,
Right.
when we help them, why we help them, the magnitude we help them in, and if we can help them. That's not okay, isn't?
Right.
I'm going to take a leap here, so
Why
forgive
should
me.
they be able to tell you that?
That's why the VA doesn't work 99.9%
You're
of the
right,
time.
and that's what
They're restricted. The VA's heart's in the right place. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
I think the VA, the people that work there really want to try to help. Their hands are tied.
But they're run by the government.
They don't have
That's the
funding.
problem.
They can only designate funding here. They can't do this right now. We got to do a waiting list. So
If
what's
they
the
want
problem?
to, it's like red tape and applications this
Right?
and just ridiculous
Checklist.
bullshit. Yeah.
So what you do, you take away the government funding. And here's another perk of that is you guys already right now, we all taxpayers are funding these government programs, right? We all
absolutely.
fund welfare. We all
Oh, yeah.
fund Social
Right.
Security. We fund everything. If you guys donate to us, you know exactly where your money's going. We're not sucking your tax dollars. We're actually getting donations from the community, from other businesses, from suppliers. We're getting materials donated to us, the whole 9 yards. So I'm going to go back into the story now. That third unit is a short term, another short term lease unit, and its max is 6 months flexible because our next unit is a long term unit for families that have medical bills that they may need to pay, or they have some serious financial issues that happened while they were in the military and they can't utilize a home loan yet. But what we're seeking for is funneling them into home ownership, productive members of society. We're giving them skills by helping build our fourplexes and build our homes. We have licensed mechanical and electrical contractors that come out and teach these guys, this is what you need to do to get your mechanical license.
You came up with this all kind of on your own?
So what's
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
who's
heart's
the
in it, man.
brainchild?
You're like a fucking wonderkind, man.
She's the brainchild.
Andy's the vet.
I was just wondering, between two jobs, two babies,
2 babies, yeah.
2 daughters.
how do you?
I don't sleep.
Okay.
I don't
do.
sleep. Yeah, Andy. But
Good
it's
for
like,
you.
Here's the fact of it is my heart would have never been exposed to this had I not
How do
married
you
Andy.
sleep? I'm curious.
Beer. Lots of beer.
Lots of beer.
So
'Cause-
when we started living through it and I
well-deserved
saw
one.
what Andy went through and when he came back from Afghanistan and everything else, like you see these guys, but you can't help them because you're a
Right.
civilian, right? So if you go up to him as a civilian and be like, oh, you're fine. Yeah, okay. That's going to go over real well.
Yeah, what do you know, dipshit?
Exactly.
So-
here's our focus:
Right.
is veteran on veteran camaraderie. So I've told you our housing plan and how each fourplex is going to structure and what it's going to be. That in itself is veteran on veteran camaraderie. A veteran in every state, a disabled veteran, a struggling veteran, a financially
good.
successful
That's right.
veteran.
I like to hear that.
Someone who's funneling to homeownership. So they get to see each other in every state, and they're like, "No, we've been there. You can do this.
So-
it's going to be good for you."
This is a fourplex that hasn't been built yet.
Well, for the business, no. So we're just going to stick with that. For the business, no, this hasn't been built yet, but this is our scheme. And we're getting very close to utilizing a 14-acre piece of property where we can put all the fourplexes we want to build on one lot, which is even bigger because that brings the whole community of people that are healing through that housing program together. They
Is
get
there-
to-
And room to move
is there-
about, and you're not stuck.
Yeah.
Is there?
And don't say
a-
scheme.
Yeah, don't say scheme.
Oh,
Is there
sorry.
a? Is there a?
Because what you're doing is legitimate.
Is there-
and I don't want anyone to ever
Right.
doubt what you're doing
Yeah.
and say it's a scheme.
Well-
Because
Is there potential
you care.
problems with having a whole bunch of vets in one area living together in a community where there might be some kind of a lot of mental health
I know where you're going
problems,
with this, exactly.
and right now they're having a lot of problem with that all over the world.
So what we do is we have a board. We have a board of directors, just like any business does. And we have 9 veterans on that board, just veterans, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
We range from a 23-year-old active duty member right now in the Air Force all the way up to an 80-year-old war vet that was in the Vietnam area. Yeah, so Gary was in the Vietnam era. And we have this board established in this variety of array because we want people all the way from the Iraq and Afghanistan wars, people who have served, they've been there, they get it, all the way to the Vietnam era, to be able to meet with the veterans who want to utilize this program, and they determine who we use and who we don't.
So you vet them. It's not just like
it's not a free-for-all.
Oh, here's your service record. Boom, you're in.
Yeah, and we require
you
a
have to
DD-214.
check their mental. I mean, you don't want.
Because sadly, there's some guys that come out and they're like, I don't want to do anything anymore. I just want to sit down and chill for the rest of my life. And I'm like, well,
you can't.
That doesn't work that way.
Like, you can technically if you want to. Like, that's America. You fought for it. Go. You do that, but we can't give you a spot because there's someone else who is willing to work for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, because you touched on something. I know that you did what you did. Your duty to America. You went over there. You fought. You almost died. You probably watched friends die. You know, the whole. But when you do come home, you do have a responsibility to be.
And the good thing,
the man of the house.
An American.
What it sounds too is that
do what you protect.
Exactly.
The duties that he's going to be asked to perform is nowhere near what somebody who has to go through day-to-day life is going through. So.
Yeah.
So I understand it's hard. People come back with mental problems and all this other kind of stuff. But it's like, well, we're only asking you to do this one small part. Yeah. We're not asking you to do this. We're asking you to do this.
Yeah, we're not asking you to. Your part in saving the world is done, my friend. Now come
you don't,
home and just be a part of home.
And most of those guys have a niche. They have something they like to do,
and it's therapeutic.
Yeah,
and chances are they're going to be good at it because they were taught to work. Most of them were taught to work hard,
a good work
or
ethic.
At least good work ethic. Drive,
work ethic. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you weren't just thrown out there. Hey, do you like hiking?
Right.
Hiking.
You guys should
Well,
go
I'm okay
hiking.
with it, but fuck you, buddy. You're hiking.
Right.
So,
yeah.
You
Put this
know how
50-pound
to
pack
work.
down.
You guys know how to work. All of you know how to work.
Yeah, but the ones that kill me
now, it's getting your mind back.
The ones that kill me is the people that go over there and do lose like major limbs and stuff like that, and then they do have mental problems, or even the people that come back that you can't see their disability. Their disability is in their head, and the problem with them is like, I can't work. I can't think about anything except for my brother John's face getting blown up in front of me.
Well, then that's a stigma that needs to be helped also.
No, it is.
Mental health in this country
is
ridiculous.
You know what's crazy? There's this doctor.
Help them.
There's this doctor down in the States that has linked traumatic experiences, stuff like that, with cause of depression and stuff in men, is hormonal therapy. Mm-hmm. Because they say that when something so drastic like that happens, is that your system dumps all that hormones, and now you're deficient. And so they're doing testosterone and other type of therapies on. Now get this: the government will not fund it.
Of course they won't.
Because
why would
guess
they?
why?
Because they can't charge you $6,000
it works.
a month.
And it's something that like I think like like 35, 40% of men in America who don't even go to war, who are deficient in certain hormones, that it's not legal.
Well, men are really belittled in today's society, right? I mean, we're
manscraded.
And I would think that in a way, men and women both battle that way. So, like, women have this unrealistic expectation of what to be and what to say. Men have this unrealistic expectation.
For the whiskey flows through me, sorry.
Of you have to be the hero, you have to be the man, you have to solely provide. There's so much on the men's shoulder these days.
Okay. Now,
right?
What you're saying is actually, I'm kind of shocked by it, because in the 50s, 60s, that era, that was how it was. I'm the man. I'm the one that has to burden the money. I have to burden this. I have to do this. And then we, not to take away from it, but women's rights and all of that, they want to be more independent. You want to have more money.
Okay.
You want to do this. You want to do that. And
but then
what you're telling me is it just...
You're going to say it.
Dude.
I almost said it.
I'm just... No.
Did that just flop back? Now you're saying that the men are taking on too much responsibility.
Well, I think they're pressured by society to be the perfect man. You have to buy flowers every Friday. You got to take your wife out 3 nights a week.
I'm not buying
in
flowers
order
every
to
Friday.
know
Yeah, yeah.
that-
But on the flip side, you better look like Beyonce, girl.
Exactly. It's like
It's both.
An
Okay, yeah,
unrealistic
you're right. Yeah,
expectation.
It's
so
both.
what you said and what you combine those
Yeah.
two, and we are in a fucked up society.
We're
But
just like
see-
in a downward
and I hate to say it,
spiral.
My
I hate to say
roles
it.
are beautiful, but
This
you gotta
isn't-
look like Ben Affleck.
Yes.
Dude,
Shoot,
do a
man.
Batman voice for me.
Should see my abs.
Do
Do Ben Affleck's Batman
You
voice.
know you can't.
Come
Stop.
on, babe. Yeah.
I thought she was with you.
Do it.
Like the
Ben Affleck is Batman.
I can't remember.
What do you mean? You can't
That was
remember?
good. Do it gravelly.
Oh, yeah, that was great. Do another one.
Do it again.
Alfred.
Wait. I got it.
Tell me something. Do you bleed?
He said Ben Affleck says that in the new movie. Apparently, you haven't been watching
Why
the
would we
trailers,
trust a man that can burn it all down?
right?
Why is my stupid fucking dog barking?
Guess what I'm seeing after this.
Oh,
Batman.
Deadpool.
no, he's
Deadpool.
going to see Deadpool.
Deadpool.
I fucking hate you. 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 I fucking hate you.
I could do this all day.
I so could I.
We stopped.
I looked at you to see if you wanted to keep going.
I didn't. You know what? We stopped at the same time.
I
That's how
made
we
the
know we're
awkward
blood
eye
brothers.
contact with you. Yeah, good job, guys. Good job.
So, like we were saying, with people who do not help themselves, and there's a community of people who are going to be in the plan with the land
Yep.
and the. Go ahead.
We think we're going to be okay with that situation.
make sense, but-
Obviously, can we prevent anything from happening?
Not getting younger
no.
here.
Can you prevent the Twin Towers from happening? No. But you can take your due diligence to try to prevent it to the maximum of your capacity.
So you're not going to have it's going to, I assume, I mean, this for me, I would love this. I don't know if it's going to be feasible
It's
for
going
you.
to be a veteran community, if you
Like,
will.
what do
When?
they call those
Oh my God.
neighborhoods where they're fenced?
It won't be a gated community.
Gated
by any
community,
means.
thank you.
We
Okay.
want this to be. Our biggest thing is this has to be community supported, and it's been so humbling. I mean, we've had subcontractors just flock out of the
Good.
woodworks. I will donate a foundation. I will donate the electrical. I'll donate the plumbing. Tell me when this guy's going to show up. I want to train him, and it's been so awesome because like literally we've been able to step back and just watch the community come together, and they just want to help these vets and they want to take them in, and they're like, dude, I've been there, don't worry about it, I can train you, we'll get you a skill set, you'll be a plumber in no time, we'll get you carpentry skills, you can help them build their houses and have a job. And that's our biggest thing is we don't just want to house these
job?
guys. That's rare these days.
Fuck all that
it's
shit.
rare.
You mean I gotta work for one?
Dang it.
You mean I gotta pay for college? I thought Bernie was gonna.
What I
help
love
me
about
out
this
with that.
also is
I can't just sue
Ew.
my parents.
Oh, gee, right? Another story for another time.
a lot of our veterans now are, we were talking shit about millennials, but a lot of our veterans
Are millennials.
Most people
Right.
won't think that they are.
Yeah.
These are young kids coming back. How old
They
are
are.
you?
Almost 26.
See, almost 26. He's been through 2 deployments
wars,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
in countries he didn't fucking want to visit.
The amount of people.
Nah,
that-
they weren't pretty.
Yeah.
So
the amount of people that Titty and I know that are still involved in that, who still go over for tours, still to this day.
Oh, and they volunteer.
Yeah,
and it's
it's
amazing.
It's
And
you know what?
yeah.
So I think I don't really know if there's a lack of people who have that kind of drive and willingness to fight for their country and people, or if it's just not.
They're not
just not
highlighted
shown
anymore.
Right? It used to be, but nowadays it's not.
It's
And,
all off
you
the
know,
media.
You know, people. I mean, a lot of drones are doing work and stuff like that, which is kind of good, right? Like nowadays.
Yeah.
But there's something to be said for feet on the ground and getting it
For
done.
sure.
What are we at here, buddy?
I was trying to be subtle.
No, but I'm
I'm
asking
thinking
you.
of their schedule. We're about
asking you.
hour 20 right now.
So, what time you guys are? You guys good for a little bit more?
yeah, no, we're good.
fine.
It's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
We haven't
I want to.
haven't even
I
touched
just
the
want to get this to
surface.
fruition without.
Yeah.
That is true, and I do want to.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
as
just tell the
shitty as it
babysitter,
sounds.
You're working longer.
Oh,
Suck it up.
This fucking job.
I'm sitting here.
but
all
I really
day.
do. I really do.
I really have to fucking pee. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because if you need to pee, go.
Yeah, go.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
I will. It's my
But
show. I
he's
can
already-
do what the fuck I want. Dude, you tickle me.
He already went.
He's stroking it underneath it. Yeah, you're all making it.
that's-
But I really do. I really do. It's like it's such a serious subject, and it's like a lot of people that I know nowadays is more. They're just I don't know. They're just all about themselves, and it's not.
Yeah.
And people. It just seems like people are just so against the people who serve The government. We are the government. That's the problem.
They don't get acknowledged how selfless they really are.
Right. And it's like these people are willing to put their lives on the line for you and me, and they get jack shit for it, and it makes me mad.
And some of them can't handle it. Like, since Andy's gotten out of the military, we've transitioned home, and I can't speak for anybody, but since we've been out, I think it's been like 3 of Andy's cohorts that were deployed together have committed suicide. Because there's no help.
That you were deployed with?
2 of them you were deployed with. One was just an upper, I think.
Yeah.
But it's the fact of the matter that there was 3 military members in the last 3 years that he knew that have committed suicide. There's no help. There's no structure to the help program. You're tossed on a waiting list, and then you're meeting with a therapist 99% of the time who isn't even a veteran, so they don't know what you've been through. They don't get it. You're speaking to a civilian.
You're speaking to someone that's just going to shovel you some pills and then and write you down. Yep. Oh, I understand.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about your mom in a weird way?
Exactly, and it's like that's terrible.
How does that make you feel?
Right. Exactly.
So our end goal here is
Tell me about
community. Right. Tell me how that made you feel as a child.
Right, exactly. Stupid.
It's not child problems, it's war problems.
My ass
That's
hurt. I got spanked.
Right.
Oh, see, I took a bullet and Johnny's face blew off. What?
What do you think that felt like?
Yeah.
So the community and the rehabilitation center is really the biggest part of that. And what we want is so a bunch of the people from the Matsu College out here in the Valley, I think like 68% of the students are veterans. Mm-hmm. And they're focused in the physical rehabilitation, the nursing program, the psychiatric program, and criminal justice is what they seem to focus their studies in. So what we want to do is we want to reach out to the college and be like, hey, staff our community center. And get your students real world vision on what's going to happen. These are real vets that need your help. Get your students out there right now and let them mingle. Let them get real world
awesome.
application.
That's great.
So then we're not paying for any sort of care, which, okay, so that might sound bad, but we're a nonprofit, right? So that's what this is about. This is about getting our community back together and showing the support to people who really need it, right? So the veterans, they deserve it, they need it, and they want it, but they're not going to ask for it because there's a stigmatism with that. Mm-hmm. They can't tell their buddy they got PTSD. They can't tell their wife, I'm struggling right now, because there's that oppression on men.
Right.
Be strong, have a backbone, take care of your family, do what it
They've
takes.
been in that role
suck it up.
all up until the time that they come home and they can't stand out of a chair.
And they give them what, a 2-week bereavement of, okay, well, we'll watch you guys for 2 weeks, make sure no one's going to kill each other. Okay, go back to work. And that's it. It's like, are you kidding me? These guys just watch kids be blown up, and this is what you're doing.
What's really crazy and this blows my
crazy.
mind is that I know it's like a dude who's the guys that do like criminal investigation, like CSI. It's forensics and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I know a buddy that does forensics for the military, so he walks around in a suit, but you know what I mean. But he's military.
Like JAG.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, not like that.
Air Force,
That's
OSI, CID.
Yeah. But anyways, so
different branches.
What's crazy is for like we were doing some kind of Christmas service or whatever. He was like playing the bass, I was playing the guitar, and we were all talking together. And he was telling me about the amount of suicides and suicide murders that have been happening in Alaska. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wait a second, no, I never heard about that on the news. He goes, you don't, and you won't.
It's all under the rug.
Can we even look that statistic up?
I don't know.
Hard.
Is it possible? But I was like, he was sitting there telling me, he came in one day and he was like all shook up, and I was like, what's wrong? He's like, I just came up upon a guy that had just got back from Iraq who shot his own brains out, but not before he killed his wife and kids.
Because they don't want their family to live with what they've done.
Exactly.
So they'll take out babies, and it's not that they're horrible people.
No.
These soldiers are not horrible people. They don't know how to react.
And I this sounds really stupid, but I really identify with that to some degree, because there was a time to where I was so depressed that I was like, this world is going to hell, and then my kids are going to be like
right there in it.
And I was like, I don't want to live anymore. And I was like, well, I can't, I mean, I wasn't like thinking I don't know. It got so close to that point in my head. I got scared and I went out and seek some help. But
To which point that you were
to the
afraid,
point to where I was going to kill myself, and then I was
but
like,
you
I
weren't-
can't kill myself and leave my kids here. So,
Okay.
and then as
but
soon as
you
I
weren't
got,
like, I'm going to take me out. I'm going to take my family out because they can't live without me.
right. Well, no.
That kind of
what I'm saying
illness.
is, it almost got
Because
to,
I've been where you have.
right. It almost
I
got
wanted
to that.
I didn't.
And
Thank
to where
you.
I was hearing audible
You're
voices
welcome.
saying,
Do it.
"Kill yourself, kill yourself," and
That's what I'm
and
looking
it was so rough. And even now, I deal with some sort of depression, but I'm able to talk about it. But so I could see someone who actually goes through something so traumatic to where they can't. They have. They
Yeah.
just do it. And I think there's. I don't.
There's
don't
no
know.
help for them.
It's horrible. It happens, but
I know.
I
See,
don't blame them
So
to
what you're
some
saying
degree.
is happening in
You're
Alaska.
right.
It just blows me away. And I don't, like you said, it would be really hard to find those statistics.
Well, the VA won't share them with you. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Don't
But-
think I haven't
Right.
sought those
But-
out
well,
yet.
these are
But
people.
it has
these were
happened
people
on
that.
a much wider scale. Like
And
Very-
well, this
yeah.
and this isn't even people that I'm saying
Chris
that
Kyle.
that well, yeah, but
Oh,
but
God,
that guy-
yeah.
these aren't people that came out of the war and that now they're veterans that aren't serving anymore. These are people that are still living on base who are still active duty.
Okay,
These
well,
are people,
but
and it's like, hello, how come there's nobody saying
There's no
anything about
help.
this?
Because they give them 2 weeks. There's a 2-week watching
Well,
period.
it's because if they do go and admit that kind of stuff,
They're tossed
It's
into
out.
confinement.
tossed into the basement with a broom and told to sweep for 6 months, and then the military will either
Discharge
choose,
you.
okay, he's fit to go to work again, or you're too mental, we're going to kick you out.
So is it kicked
So-
out without any kind of help?
Nothing.
Depends. It depends on how long you've been in. If you've been in less than 3 years, yes, you don't get jack
See,
shit.
and that's bullshit because all
Even
those
if
people
you-
that
yeah, even if
enlisted
you've
right
been
before going in.
overseas,
Now think about this.
I've actually witnessed people that
You
had
remember,
the same thing.
yeah, and you remember when that towers hit?
Yeah.
I don't know how
yeah.
old were you? What, 4?
No,
Or 12,
I was 11.
right? Yeah,
Okay, 11.
or
So
12.
I was 20 something. But what I'm saying is, like, when I saw that happen,
guarantee you, he remember where he was. When
oh,
it
I
happened.
bet.
Yeah.
I was at my
So
house.
I was watching TV like 2-3 days later, and a ton of kids, young kids, 18-year-olds, just turned 18,
Enlisted.
was like,
Right
I'm
to
here to
war.
enlist. We're gonna go and we're gonna fight these bastards and we're gonna kill them. Those kids went into war. Or well, first they went in basic, of course, right?
Yeah.
Because they're signed up. So what? How long does that take? A year, if that?
Not even.
6 months.
I was going to say,
So-
if you're training for war,
so
it's, you know,
So they do 6 months.
6 to 8, 9 months, and then you
so-
can get
Yeah,
shipped
and then-
off.
So they do that much. They get shipped off over there, and they start fighting. They're coming back with way before 3 years. They're coming back in a
Oh,
year and a
yeah.
half,
And they're
and
fucked
effed up.
Yeah.
Now they get shoved down there with a broom, and then discharged. See, that's what people don't understand, and that's what
People
and
don't
every,
get it. They
yeah.
really don't
No,
get
and,
it.
and this is true. So now that I'm out, I can speak for it. But I'm not gonna drop names or places. But
Sure.
if you do anything wrong, like granted, if you do something stupid and you could have avoided that, and you're just a jackass,
For sure.
I agree. Go down there and clean the bathroom all day long with a toothbrush. That's fine with me. I don't care. But if you do
yeah, for
something,
being a jackass.
yeah. But if you do something that it's a mental thing that you didn't want to seek help for because of the stigma. So like where I was, we were in
Very
law
small base.
enforcement. So if you would say something like that because you went overseas and deployed, you had to come back and you still had to carry a firearm because you were a cop. But if you said I'm having like issues, like can't sleep, they'll take your gun away, de-arm you, and you're sleeping toilets for the next. And it's like embarrassing to your peers because you're out there, they're all going to work, and you're out there with a mop and broom, and you're in the offices all day,
Right.
And they're like, like this is embarrassing.
They know
It's
why
like a
you're
duty
there.
shame thing.
And if they go to mental health, there's a stigma on that
even
too. Where
worse.
they're gonna get everything stripped from them, and
Yeah.
they're probably getting kicked out. That's why a lot of people don't seek help in the military. Because a lot of times they go seek help, boom, they're
So
gone.
see,
Well,
that-
that's like I was trying to say. That guy that killed Chris Kyle, and I can't
Yeah.
remember the other guy's
He-
name. and
he
I
was a
feel-
veteran,
I
right?
feel effing terrible about Chris Kyle. Was like the greatest sniper in American history.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to get into it. I mean, he had a movie, he had a book.
Oh
but
my
that's
God.
if you don't know
that's
about
not-
Chris Kyle now, you're not an American.
You should just
Or
move
Virgin-
out.
You're not
Yeah.
Virginian.
It's not typical of people, but this guy was a veteran. So let's strip all of his accomplishments and all of that away. He was just a veteran trying to help other veterans,
Yep.
and he got killed
Helping veterans.
by a veteran because that guy
was
was
crazy.
bought
basically
out.
Was a
did what
jackass.
he's talking about. He denied what was wrong with him, and he said, "Oh no, I'm fine. I'm this. Well, I'll go to this little program." And then he slayed 2 guys that were trying to help him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because he had probably, I think the story is he got forced out, so he had a grudge, or like he was jealous of
him.
Chris Kyle
because of his
people who
popularity.
excel.
because of his popularity, because he went and done things similar, but
never
he
got
was shoved to the
recognition.
wayside.
Yeah.
But he also had.
did you hear the
issues.
conspiracy theory that he was
hired by the government to kill him?
No. He was
I don't there's probably half truth to
influenced
that.
by the
Islamic
did you
State.
hear
the
what
Islamic
he just said?
State.
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Did you hear what he just said?
What did
He
you-
said there's some truth to that. Or
No, I said I wouldn't doubt it. I didn't say there is. I
oh,
said
I don't know.
Okay, he wouldn't doubt it. He
no.
wouldn't.
You never know.
We don't
You
want to
know.
get him killed.
Right?
Maybe
Especially because
Black cocks everywhere.
Black cocks everywhere.
I can't take two at the same time.
you guys ruined it.
You never know.
Full
We're
road is a
doing,
black cock coming at me all at
Black
once.
cocks everywhere.
leave it to these two jackasses.
There's a reason conspiracy theories
Black
exist.
cocks
Because half of them are probably true.
Take that, Jonathan
Yeah.
Davis.
no. Yeah, I agree.
That's
So while
It's
we're on
kinda
the
like
subject of
stereotypes.
Chris Kyle, and this is
Yeah, he gave you Ladywood, didn't he?
well, oh my god,
That's cool.
No,
I'm trying
in the
to-
movie.
I'm
trying
trying
to
to me
grow a beer
manwood.
out. See, I'm trying to look
Trying
like
to
it.
Are you?
Chris Kyle.
All right.
Trying to look
You
like
need
him.
at least be a little more red, I think, right?
well, what we're
Wasn't
doing
he kind of a
is
gingery?
Yeah, he was
He
gingery.
was gingery.
No, he had a soul.
we're
No, he
gonna
was
be
gingery.
Gingery, not
Gingery.
ginger. Oh, he's got to meet our friend.
Oh shoot!
You
You
gotta
don't want
meet
to
the
see me a
ginge.
soulless ginger?
You got to meet the ginge.
We call him
God.
Gingy for short.
Gingy.
Oh, Gingy.
So what we're doing on March 5th.
No, I was. Let me ask. Hold
Don't
on.
take
wait,
his
wait.
cum
Hold on,
drop
hold on,
buttons.
hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Sure.
So, Brittany,
Yes.
I see that you have something coming
Brittany.
on March 5th. It's the first veteran support shooting ... because that's what it says.
So this is what we're doing. And it's funny that you guys brought up Chris Kyle because it is brought up to us. What we're doing is we're doing a veteran support shooting fundraiser. It's going to be our first annual fundraiser.
We just lost their camera.
Oh no!
You're
Should
fine.
we stop?
You're fine. No.
No, keep
You're
talking.
good?
Keep talking.
Okay, we're going to do the first annual shooting
that was my
fundraiser
camera.
of 2016. And what it's going to be is we're going to be out at the Brentwood Range playing with cameras. We're going to be out at
still
the
up?
Birchwood Range. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing 3 skilled tournaments. And it's going to be single shooter for pistol, single shooter for rifle, and then a combination of the 2. So we'll be 1 pistol and 1 rifle. And it's gonna be a still competition. Sadly, we can't maneuver because it's still icy out there and So it's gonna be for speed and accuracy. It'll be, and military members are affiliated with this, but it's a smoke and hope schematic is what it is, and it's basically steel targets, downrange, speed and accuracy. The weapon will be disabled in front of you. Pick it up, insert the magazine, rack it, shoot, put it down, disable it, put it down, run back, tag your partner. Same thing with a pistol.
You don't
So-
shoot, do you?
I want to do
I
that.
do, yeah.
You do? Are you BA at it? Are you BA
All
at
right,
it?
let me just put my husband on blast right now. Okay, I love you very much, and I love that you love your guns, but every time I fall in love with one of Andy's guns, he freaking sells it. Like, I loved his Smith & Wesson 40. More accurate than I've ever been with any gun, more than my gun.
What?
He sells it. And I was like, okay, babe, you deserve it. It's your gun, whatever. I get it. 45. I fall in love with it. He wants to sell it. And I'm like, what the hell, babe? Like, I love your guns. Knock it off.
Let me have it forever and ever.
Right? Well, actually, no, okay, I didn't buy him that one. I bought him one. Oh, I bought his rifle. I bought his rifle for his birthday or Valentine's Day or Father's Day or something. But something of the sort. But ever since then, I've gotten into bow hunting, as we've talked.
We're not going to talk about that now
about.
because you.
Are
I don't
gonna
care
come
if you show
back.
up, but you can. But we have to talk about bow and
I
women
love bows. I
and
love bows.
whatever else.
So here's a plus. I have a gal from
All
Alaska.
2, 3, 2 out. We have 2 out.
Pretty sure all 3 cameras are dead.
Holy cow!
Oh, sorry,
Mine is
guys.
on. But
Okay,
Is it?
hold on.
It's on for the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a gal that we met with
Yeah,
the
keep-
other
yeah,
day.
keep going, keep going.
That's involved with media in Alaska, and she is an avid bow hunter. Her husband is active Army. I don't know if I'm allowed to say her name, so I'm not going to yet. However, if her and I could come back on and talk to you all about bow hunting, you would have a show. That's for damn sure. So We're super excited about the fundraiser that we're going to be able to do. Basically, it's a turnout for not only veterans to come out, but it's a turnout for companies that support veterans to come out, so we can all show them community support. And I don't know what it's like for other people, but if it's for me, it's like, okay, so Johnson's Tire does 20% military discount. Do they do that? I don't know that, so don't take me for Batum there. But it's things like that. It's like you go to preferred providers because you know their morals and you know what they support. So you're more apt to go to that community. Fishing charters are huge, even amongst Alaskans. We have a fishing charter donated for veterans to be able to go out. Sportsman's donating all our ammo. We have a gun safe donated. We have gift cards donated. So this event's just going to be huge. But the best benefit to the community is other like businesses coming out and making a presence, shaking hands with these veterans. Hey, we support you. We want your business. We want to be able to serve you in the same magnitude that you served your country.
Well, I think you should count us in on that.
Sure.
BreakFace absolutely
Dude,
supports
come
all
on
of our
out.
veterans.
We do.
Come out, do that. Set up your radio as best
Let
as
us
you
know
can.
when.
Broadcast March 5th. We're going to start at 10 a.m. We're going to start assembling. It'll be a leisure shoot until 12. Guys can show off their guns. Guys love their guns.
They're Black Hawks.
Bam! I wish that we would have had camera right now for all the flexing that's going on.
Yeah,
But,
we are cameraless.
She meant come out and show your support, not come out of the closet. FYI.
Oh my
Super.
God.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Hey, I'm here to shoot my
Dang
gun all up in
it.
your face.
For days. Ooh.
But really, like, we'd love to have you guys
Bullseye.
there. Yeah. Come out for lunch.
Jeez.
We got a food truck.
Ooh, food. I'm fat and super.
We got a food truck. We're
Big.
going to be barbecuing. You guys want to barbecue
Ew.
some hot dogs?
Ooh, some
I love me some hot dogs.
Jesus
Hot
Christ.
dogs.
Put them in the bun.
That's my line. I use that. Jesus Christ. Andy
Yeah.
stole my
Yeah.
thunder.
Dang it.
You guys are. Guess what? Someday we're gonna get equipment that actually works.
No.
Now that popped.
No, I'm sorry. I got pissed right there.
You know,
it's not. I don't know what is the deal. Hey, GoPro, make something that
I
records
know.
something
Make
longer
a
than
battery
5
that
minutes.
lasts longer.
Right.
Holy poop!
For those that are
Is
actually
that what
watching,
this is? This is GoPro cameras, right?
right? Whoever's watching YouTube right now, we're gonna put a picture up of Brittney and Andy so that you can at least see who is talking to you. You don't need to see Poi Poi and Titty's faces because you don't want to be fucking devastated by the beauty.
That's
Right?
right.
They would
but
make
we-
us look bad if they were
for
in
this
the picture.
portion,
so.
you will see just a picture of Andy and Brittney.
That's right.
And our
And that's gonna be
kick-ass hoodies. You got can't
right.
wait till you guys see our hoodies.
And maybe we can do like a slideshow of them like
Yeah.
kissing and making out and doing just inappropriate things to each other,
Like me and Andy?
liking each other. I think that's
Me and
inappropriate
Andy?
these days.
Who's
Yeah.
making out?
Me and Andy and Chris.
You and Poi Poi,
Oh,
Oh,
and then me
okay.
and you.
All right, yeah, no.
okay.
and then
he
you and
said
Brittney.
yes. It's in. It's
And
worth
then
it.
all of us and Brittany.
I am not
Okay.
getting sloppy thirds. Okay.
Okay.
No,
Dang
you're
it.
getting sloppy for a second.
I mean, I'm
You get a lot of sloppy
fourths.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
It's just got weird.
1, 2, 3. Carry the 2.
It just got weird.
Sloppy second.
Got real weird.
sloppy
so-
500.
But for those of us on SoundCloud, thanks for sticking around because
you very much.
you get to hear everything. So do
Exactly.
YouTube viewers.
I think what we need to do is I'd like to have you guys on again.
Yeah.
I absolutely would.
For sure.
Yes.
This has been really fun. Please go check out Valor Construction.
I'm looking at it. www.facebook.com/quillin. So QUILLINCAK.
Now,
Quill Inc. AK.
No,
Quill Inc.
so
AK.
is okay. What and that's your website?
This is
website?
their Facebook page.
Okay, what's your website? Do you have a website up and running?
Yep, it's www.quillak.org. So that's quillak.org.
Okay, awesome.
my
Is there any
fingers
other
are
kind of
trying
plugs
to
you
go.
guys would like to make before you leave? Any kind of support or like as far as like sites or ways they can get a hold of you?
Yeah, my phone
Email?
number?
No.
918. Come
no.
on, come on.
No,
Okay,
no.
so there was a video with this.
Uh-oh.
You
Is there
know,
a problem?
If
Yes.
people see Andy, they're gonna call you, going, "Hey, where's Andy?"
Can I please touch your husband?
Can you put Andy?
So, but can we? Do you have a company or?
Yes. Info@quillak.com is a good one.
info@quillak.com.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a
Check
good
them
one.
out.
don't give
These
out your
people
phone
are
number.
doing stuff for our community. They're actually stepping out and making a difference, and we need you guys to support.
And we have some kick-ass hoodies.
Yes, we are going to take
Mind
pictures.
you, they work on donations. This is not a government-funded program. This,
Right.
this is donation.
We personally fund this right
Well,
now.
And personally, yeah, they're personally funding it.
We're going to
Yeah.
be taking some pictures of their hoodies and posting them up. No, we're not. Yeah, we are.
Oh no, I'm not shaking my head at you. I'm looking at these GoPro cameras that are
shaking
all
your head,
in my
going,
grill.
"Oh my God."
No.
And
And
then
I'm a
we're
little
gonna-
upset with our cameras.
And then we're going
right
to plug ourselves. I want you to go ahead and check out BreakFace.
Hell yeah,
Break-
supporters.
Yeah.
We got Facebook, facebook.com/.
Nope, that,
BreakFace
I think
AK.
you did. Okay, you did all back.
Facebook.com.
www.facebook.com.
We don't have our own website yet. We are working on it. We are also a nonprofit, literally making no money.
I would like to get a
But that's not what we're about.
a shout out to our one and only sponsor, Josh Moss, who likes to help us out. He actually one of these GoPros that keeps dying all quick. He helped us hook us up with that.
Yeah, he hooked us up with that.
But
thing.
he hooked us up with one, and that's great. And,
No, Josh
and
Moss is great. Alaska
he has.
Audio Works.
He helped us with
Alaska
Hi,
Audio
our-
Works,
Josh.
Oh, that's
Hey.
You can't see
Brittany.
me waving, but I'm waving to
Brittany
you.
knows
Hey.
Hi,
Josh.
Josh.
And also Budco for
She's
hooking us
flipping
up
you
with.
off.
No, I'm not. That's a
She's-
lie.
She's not.
Also Budco for
Andy
hooking
is.
us up with a new board. And
Bud,
so,
what's up, Bud?
really is. Love
Brittany
it.
knows Bud too.
And Willie. Hi, Willie.
Okay,
And
this is
Willie.
fucked up. I feel like the outsider here. This is my
okay.
show with you.
That's
this
a-
is me and
Wait,
you.
did you just say this is my show with
with
you?
you. It's our thing.
Wait, is it our thing or your
It's
thing?
our thing.
Okay.
Like
I was-
Batman and
Oh,
Robin.
okay,
I- I-
okay, all right,
I
I'll
feel-
do
Oh
that.
my
I'll
God!
do
You
that.
call me Robin again, I'm gonna come over here and freaking bat slap you.
I think. Wait, why you got to be Batman?
What's a
no,
bat
he
slap?
said
It's like a
Batman
Batwing?
and Robin. I'll give you yes. It is the Batwing.
I'm pretty Batman-ish.
It's gonna be in it.
So what we're
It's
gonna do?
Batman and Batman.
Hey, this is Alaska's own BreakFace, the very first real podcast from Alaska. Listen or
In
freaking
your
get the hell
fucking face.
out. And we're gonna do a sign out. Lean back in your chairs
You got
and
1,
count.
2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Breakfast.
Ow! Good show,
Later,
guys.
bitches.
Love ya. Wrong time. You can say something because we're gonna.
Hurry, quick.
Goodbye. See you later.
Oh, that was gay as hell.
Oh, my face.